in for the Mongols versus Na'Vi. They got a 13-8 win. Monte have decided to bring it into this series and see what they can do against the Mongols. It's an elimination game here at the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major. One of these teams at the end of the series will be heartbroken and exit in stage 3 of the competition.
Yeah, let's get this pisser on live. Let's get it underway. We're sending somebody home. Dooley's on Techno, Dooley's on Mazinho. Other than that, it's all pistols and armor, no utility for the CT side of the Mongols. For Monte, 2 smokes, a flash, and a Molotov. Doors broken open. But they're going to wait patiently, looking to see if anyone's going to cross. A little bit of a timing that they're going to strike into the upper bomb site through Squeak Door. Down the vents we go, and nobody home for Mongols down at B.
Yeah, real quick play here for Monte. They've got themselves some decent space. Smoke going to go out as well. Mazinho has made his way down here with the Joe Berettas. That plant will be coming through and started the smoke.
They don't know he's here. He could actually get a clean one.
It's a sneaky play, but Rainwaker actually checks it, looks out to the left side, catches Mazinho. Afro to pick up one right back. And 3 plays left for the Mongols, getting absolutely wrecked. Gizmi's come out swinging, and that is a beautiful start to this game. Monte looking so sharp.
Yeah, that's very well constructed. I mean, just an easy vent dive, but having the lurkers in place as well. Mongols trying to shift and rotate over, can't find any safety across the map. That's a beautiful piss around for Monte. What a way to get started.
Yeah, it gives me as well. I mean, this is Rainwaker being methodical, clearing out Mazinho, as you said. It would look like Mazinho, but Blitz and 9-10 both fall into Gizmi's quick peeks with that Glock.
Yeah, Gizmi well aware. He's controlling vents. Nobody's...
Teammates trying to get down towards Secret.
Yeah, good cross-run silence, though, from Monte. You can see the frustration, the spam through the smoke, just hoping and praying maybe he gets a little bit of an indication that someone's there. Mazinho shifted down to the lower bomb site. He's playing on ramp back and forth. His responsibility will be to check that from time to time, but still Mongols without the information that this secret cross even occurred.
Yeah, simple calls all together here for Monte. And they've managed to get the space they're looking for.
You have a decision to make, though. Do you want to go into the lower bomb site with just the 3 players that are here, including the bomb? Or do you want to try and get them to join up with you at the upper bomb site? Are you going to kind of try and poke and prod a little bit before committing? That's utility towards upper, lures the defense back. Another little piece of fake pressure from Gizmi and Monte. And that should open up the avenue for them to stroll into the B bomb site and get that bomb planted.
Yeah, Rainwaker being patient all round long. Doesn't matter. You can know they're coming, but they're still going to win some fights. That's Cobra with that 5-7 popping onto his screen. Azu's patience paying off towards the red box. He catches Blitz, trying to rotate down. That's the eagle shot from Mazinho, not connecting. And everybody on Monte on high alert as the Mongols realize they're not going to be able to get back in here and they're not going to have anything worth talking about in the next round. So they back away and they're going to save these 3 weapons. And that's a 2-0 start for Monte.
Actually kind of saving 4 weapons in a way. Cobra will be able to drop a pistol over to a teammate.
Yeah, that Khalil's a nice steal away.
Yeah, even that MP9 now grabbed. So yeah, there'll be some weapons across the board for the Mongols in the next round. But it's still not going to be easy to put a stop to Monte. They walk up to 2-0 with relative ease.
Good to see Rainwaker back in the server. You know, had his big break going over towards Team Liquid in that wild roster no one can really even truly believe happened. But Rainwaker didn't really make anything happen over there. It was a disappointing roster run, and he kind of fell into obscurity for a while. But great to see him getting another shot here. He's back at a major playing with Monte.
Yeah, I think it's clear that the issues in that Team Liquid roster were more than just Rainwaker, although he certainly caught a lot of the attention, a lot of the flack
I think it's just because of, like, who is Rainwaker? You know, like, you know, at that time when he got brought into the Liquid team, it's like, that's such a big organization.
Sure.
They're used to the big names in Counter-Strike going there, and they've taken a risk, a gamble, gone for a more inexperienced player, and that he just unfortunately got the flack for just being an unknown quantity.
Yeah, but he was scouted by players and coaching staff with experience, so like you still put some credit onto the skills that they saw, even if we haven't seen them realized quite yet. So maybe a little bit later than obviously the Liquid scouting team would have liked.
There's bigger problems in that team.
Yeah, but we're seeing some of it come out here, and this is his stint with Monte at this major.
Game further than Liquid. A lot further.
A lot further. Yeah, I didn't know how to build upon that one. It was too easy. The low-hanging fruit. I wanted to challenge.
Sometimes it can be tasty down there,
just
Jason.
Right there. All right, well, 9ken's going to slide over with the scout. Any tags would be valuable. He's got a 5-7 boosted up on the boxes in ramp room. So if you get some chip damage, they end up committing to the ramp play. Can turn that. Spotted a little bit of leg, missed shot. And Monte back off, wanting nothing to do with it. So over to the upper bomb site we go. Gizmi waiting with utility. Set piece towards the upper site. Molotov into hut. Molotov on top of hut. Cobrazera close up with a 5-7. Gets a little bit of damage, but 2 kills for Monte as they come out the Squeak Door.
Yeah, good flashes. Really good flashes. There's no chance for a 9-10. He's going to get one, and then Mzinho comes in with the 5-7. Blitz doing what he can just to try and make things uncomfortable, but it's a spam battle against Bumas's Galil as well. And eventually that kill comes through the smoke. So a 3-0 start coming in from Monte. And now this is where the real challenge begins. You got to get the Mongols by, including the 9-10 AWP.
Yeah, it's out already. So no HE grenade on his back to break open those smokes outside. He'll have plenty of that from his teammates. Mzinho buying up the M4 as well. Round 4, everyone's kitted out. Couple of Galils still in the Monte attack. Those will get upgraded as time goes on, and with two relatively spotless anti-ecos, anti-low buys, there's a decent amount of cash built up on Monte as well. We're going right into the upper bomb site. Bumas stutter step, slows it down inside hut. They're coming through though. They're coming through the whole way, and the timing is not expected. Oh, what a hit! Inside the bomb site, Rainwaker and Bumas just end the defense.
That's just crushing, isn't it? That's our first gun round for Mongols, and that's what happens to them. They just get absolutely destroyed. You're having an idyllic start right now if you're Monte. You came into today hoping that this is how the T-side was going to go, that you're going to make sure you just break through this Mongols defense and immediately put them on the back foot.
Man, the stutter step is a nice touch though, right? Like, that's not an unusual first gun round for a T-side who's won the pistol, is knowing you have that economic advantage and knowing if you just get him with an uppercut into the upper bomb site, they're going to be fresh out of cash in the next round, so you get a huge advantage moving forward. But the stutter step really threw the Mongols off. They were like, okay, good. There's no rush. We can chill. We can deploy some utility. We can get comfortable in our positions. And right as they pull out the nades, that next beat of utility flies in from Monte. Well struck. And it's 4-0 now. Economic advantage to Monte. Techno is up on top of the silos. You can see him get blinded, which is why Blitz goes down for free, because Techno's supposed to have some resistance over towards door, but Blitz is actually trying to help out at Squeak Door. So just good utility usage on top of that. There's no chance for the Mongols to slow that down. However, they buy right back up in as the losing bonus is growing. AWP still alive, save from the previous round, and M4s for everyone else.
The outside smokes deploy very early from Monte. Blitz going to try and break it open. Gizmi!
Damn, dude.
What is that?
He's gaming.
He really is. Blitz getting a taste of his own medicine. He's usually the one handing that out as the IGL, but Gizmi just on top of the box, rips his head off, and is now down towards Secret. What a great start to the round again from Monte.
Yeah, such a disgusting shot. I think Mongols feeling sensitive. They're like, okay, you got to pick outside that early, crossed over. We didn't really have anyone to see it, so they put two players down in Secret to defend against this, who can also be aggressive to go figure out what's happening. So Gizmi's going to have more pressure sent at him. Can he deliver one more time?
I got Cobra all the way up through Secret.
It's too late. They're already in through many.
They're already wrapping. 9-10.
Are you going to try and go for this?
Oh, flying up the ladder, trying to get there quick, but utility coming in quickly from Monte. Gizmi finally shut down by Mzinho.
Gizmi probably should have had that kill, but I still think it's such a strong position for Monte that I don't even know if Mongols... Okay, they're going to try for this in the 4-on-4. There's no kits available. If they don't get the kills on the entrance, if they don't get kills to open this up, I think they're going to have to back away and save.
Oh, doing what they can. It's Afro and Cobra, shot after shot, holding back the post-plant positions. Now with that molly down towards hut, it opens up some space for the Mongols, but the time is going to start ticking. Mzinho with a great headshot. Asuwu, elusive inside of the smoke, yet to be detected. Nice shot from 9-10, and they've actually done it. The Mongols come back in with an unlikely retake, and that will be their first round victory.
The Molotov into the hut is what ruined the day. You got to give some credit Mzinho. I called him out that he would need to step up in this game. He delivers a brutal headshot to save his teammates scaling into the site. So many advantages, no kits in a 4-on-4 retake, and the Mongols recover nicely. Oh man, Gizmi's going to be punching himself. As much as the first kill was a thing of beauty, that one right there should have been in his pocket, and then this retake would have never happened. Got to be frustrating for him. See if they can rebound. It's a 3-round lead, 4-1 for Monte.
9-10 heads outside with the AWP. You've got Blitz pushing up. Aggressive position under the silo. 9-10 searching for a head, but none showing just yet. He'll back off. That smoke is up. The first smoke allowing them to cross safely without being detected by Blitz. And in fact, they are just marching towards CTs. towards Secret. And so now Mzinho, oh my goodness, look at this. It's just fights everywhere, but Blitz and Techno winning theirs. And Rainmaker getting so unlucky, getting caught as he tried to get inside of the smoke. But it's Cobra now inside of Vent. They're running with their knives out, not ready. But he's out of bullets, he's out of chances, and he's dead at the hands of BMS.
Yeah, but now you know the rotation's going to be there. Those engagements slow you down in such a big way that you don't want to stream out directly into the bomb site. 9-10 perched with an op, and Blitz is here now as well.
That's an absolutely chaotic start to the round. 1 minute on the clock. BMS and Afro have time to slow things down and catch their breath, but as they walk out through the smoke, Blitz is at the ready. And then 9-10 will catch Afro, and yeah, felt like it was going to be a lot more competitive down the stretch there for Monte, but well held by the Mongols.
Yeah, really nice. How did they find Rainmaker inside the smoke? Teammate had just kind of stepped into the vent. I wonder if something had shown from a distance. There's the trade from Gizmi. Moss as well, grabbing one, but there's no access into the bomb site. Good play from Blitz, stepping in behind his smoke to make sure that there's nobody available into the site. All back in the hands of Afro now for the first time, and AK-47s on the rest of the Monte team. This is all the cash they've got remaining. So Mongols have almost gotten there. They've almost kind of outlasted this run and gotten some money back beneath them.
Nade dropping down. Azuwu trying to move himself forward. It's a big risk, but it's paid off from Azuwu. Mzinho going to be caught. And they're going to start scaling down the ramp, trying to make their way down there, but Blitz is going to get flamed away.
Yeah, and the only player down here is 9-10 with his op. Now Techno has come down the vents as well due to the control from Secret by 9-10. The bomb is still outside, so even though you control this lower bomb site, this is actually a really dangerous situation for Monte to be in. You're kind of just chilling, not doing much in this lower site, holding onto it, waiting for the bomb to come. It's a long route the bomb has to walk, and it's a lot of time for these Mongols players to make a move.
Rainmaker, oh my goodness, the timing.
Exactly, like you just are sitting here like a sitting duck for so long, looking at a couple different angles.
Yeah, and as soon as you move that crosshair away, the peek comes in, but Techno walking out of the control room to his death. You're going to see Gizmi start making his way forward. Cobra did win the fight, but does he anticipate the flank? Does he anticipate the fact that Gizmi's coming around? He does look in the right direction, but doesn't matter. Can't get the kill. 9-10 searching for it. USP. Oh my god, we're so close to the kill, but 9-10 completely confused. He just couldn't get it done. And now Blitz is going to run down low on his own. This is just not going to happen for him. He's got no kit on his back. Monte able to just drop into really strong post-plant positions. And they've got the early information as well. Blitz is not going to be able to do much at all here.
No, I'm actually surprised he's still looking like he wants to go for this. I think he's hoping he can force somebody out into the open. Good peek on the smoke from Azuwu and an easy kill. Triple kill for Azuwu, including the opening. That round has a certain level of anti-logic to it where it's like, well, if the Mongols probably can't read what's happening. They think you've taken the lower bomb site. They're probably confused why the bomb's not being planted. And it just comes in so late. But there were opportunities for Mongols to get back in. They take a timeout. They're first of the map. They've got plenty of money to rebuy and reinvest into the next round, but Monte's making it hurt. Monte's making it a struggle for them to actually plant their feet and get something secure going on the CT side.
Yeah, Gizmi has got to be loving the start to this T side that he's calling. Also individually, he's topping the charts, 6-2.
Yeah, he is. I mean, the team effort so far out of Monte. 6 for Gizmi as the top fragger. Rainmaker and Bamas had 4 kills at the bottom of the scoreboard for
Get
Monte.
the sleep out your eyes, 9-10.
Yeah, time to wake up, boys. It's elimination day at the Major. It's a lovely day in Cologne as well.
Sometimes when you're looking at Mongols, though, and when they look kind of the most checked out, most sleepy, that's when they're playing the best Counter-Strike.
The most dangerous.
Yeah, it's like, just another day of Counter-Strike. Another day to frag. Well, right now, they're definitely looking like they're asleep. Not quite the level of the Mongols we've seen yesterday against Navi on Nuke. Molotov going down towards Secret. Gizmi, look at the space he's got with these smokes. What can he do with it? Gizmi trying to be the playmaker. Hasn't been spotted.
It's a very deadly position he was in previously in a couple rounds back where he was able to kind of backstab the rotator coming out of heaven. Didn't manage to get the kill, but a very deadly place to be, especially when 9-10 so clearly has no idea.
Gizmi walking up 9-10 behind the box here. Can Gizmi keep his head down? He will. He's under the scope.
Oh my god.
He's under him. He has no idea. Now he's spotted 9-10 as well.
Yeah, but you don't want that kill. Who cares about that kill?
Well,
Leave it.
You got the information, and you know you've got pass for free. Gizmi spots the ramp play. Look at the information he's got. 9-10's coming back. Didn't see him. Oh, Gizmi! This is beautiful. Out from heaven. Lining up the headshot. Going for the second. Gizmi's got them. And the Mongols ripped open. Gizmi with a wonderful play and a missed shot from 9-10.
Love those eyes again. You're going down.
Oh my god. Gizmi is just solo on this round. This is unbelievable.
That's actually an awesome play. Awesome trigger discipline. Awesome understanding of the situation. And Gizmi just telling his team, I'm going to win the round. Just freeze. Nobody die. Nobody go down. Nobody do anything. Just give me time. And that wraparound up towards heaven. Mongols never seeing it. The defense never understanding where the danger was. And a triple kill on top of it all. Absolutely filthy. 6-2 for Monte, and money is gone for the Mongols.
Terrorists win.
I love this play.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
so well played from Gizmi.
yeah, it's like that play is so cool. We see it happen not frequently, but we see similar situations occur, right? And it just so rarely works out this perfectly,
No,
where
this is a very rare.
nobody conveniently turns, nobody sees you. It's such a long route to walk, but the op at the box was the perfect thing to go up against.
And then 9-10 moves off as he's on the ladder, and he's already too far up for 9-10 to see him, and it just all goes right for him. 6 rounds T-side of Nuke, and you've now got the money broken up as well for the Mongols. You're likely to get 7 here. 7 rounds T-side Nuke, and you're absolutely loving this. Gizmi just running out. Techno's got 1 through smoke, but I mean, you're already through to this A bomb site. Mongols are getting absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, they really are. A crazy turn of... Okay, hold the phone. This can actually work out.
Okay.
Blitz is going to do a Gizmi impression.
Okay. In-game leader action.
This is actually kind of sick.
Blitz sneaks out. Gizmi dead. Knows the second player. Blitz has got that too. And all of a sudden, the brains are going at it. They've got Brawn too. And Bimas waiting at the back of the site. AK-47 into the open. Big shot from 9-10. It's all on Afro. And he knows they've dropped into the site. He can hear the stabs. But dealing with it is a whole other problem. And Afro's got that too. Time against the Mongols. And so is the Frenchman. No surrender inside of the hut. Holds on and knocks them over.
Just a subtle little smirk on his face as he takes that 4th kill. Missed shot, the only one he had. The Glock doing the work. Damn, that's a clutch and a half. What a play from Blitz to make that round contentious for Monte. To have to make them fight back in that post plant, but Afro saves the day. And he's been their best performer here in Stage 3 in the 3 series they've played so far. So continuing to deliver in this match.
Oh, nice try from Blitz to try and pull that round back. I looked dead way before that round even got started. But at least they've got money, at least they've got a good buy again here, Mongols, but they've got to just start winning almost immediately. And Monte are just playing with the absolute love of the game right now. Momentum fully on their side. They're going to be charging in towards the ramp road. 9-10 and Mzinho. What the hell is that?
Okay, give him one. Give him one to let him get back.
A little bit of magic from Mzinho.
Yeah, but 9-10 was so harassed. He kind of lost his mind outside. Gizmi, this lurk that he's playing, the impact he's had in the outer yard is insane this game. He's found the backstab on the second supportive player in ramp room, but look at this climb up from Blitz. They never knew it. They never expected it. One more to find.
Grenade going towards Afro. Sails to the sky. We got Bimas turning, catching Blitz, realizing he's using that utility up. Oh, it takes a while, but Techno gets the kill on Gizmi. Up to his old tricks inside of the garage, but Afro gets gone out in time, but just not going to get the angle. Cobra switches to the AWP and back to the rifle again once he realizes.
Just barely holding on to this, though, aren't they, Mongols? Just barely staying in this. They need to scrape a bunch of these. Does that Molotov land perfectly?
Bottle flip.
That was actually sick. Well, Bimas has no HP, which is why we're talking about bottles. 11 health in this 1v2. And they know exactly where he's coming. They know exactly where he has to head because they got the bomb directly beneath him inside the hut.
Go on, Bimas. Into the open. Actually, got the initial shots off and gonna be a little bit frustrated, but I think they'll still be very happy. A 7-3 lead, and they've still got money to buy up. But they're kind of on the last legs of that buy because the damage done on that near recovery from the Mongols that Afro had to clutch up earlier on, right?
Yeah, but you're playing with house money right now if you're Monte. You said it just last round. They're going to be so happy with 7 at the moment. Like, no matter what happens, they're going to go into halftime just so happy, feeling like they're just crushing it right now. Obviously, would love to add another 2 on top of it, but no reason to be disappointed whatsoever if you're Monte. This game plan has worked perfectly. Everything's gone as designed. What's crazy about this is Monte's map pick. Actually, hold the phone. We're going to get a little Mazzinho aggressive piece. Oh, and he goes down.
Azuwu, that's an AK. That wasn't. Oh, still is. Still is. It's right there. That nade did not blow it very far away at all.
I was going to say, another reason why this is a little bit crazy. Mongols picked this map yesterday against Na'Vi and beat them 13-8 on it.
Yeah, wrecked them on it.
I was kind of like, when I saw that this was Monte picking it, I was like, y'all might be a little bit crazy. I actually came into today thinking that this would be the map pick of the Mongols in this series. And I feel like so rarely do we see a team, especially the more inexperienced team, the underdog team, pick their opponent's kind of map with a game plan and have it work out as efficiently as it has.
Oh. The wall bang from Afro. Like, everything's... Oh, no, you wouldn't.
I mean, after you make the noise, I would put the knife away for sure. But it's perfect. I mean, they have to challenge this.
Dude, Gizme's trying trick shots at this event. We see him do the fake reload into the knife, and now he's trying to make noise in the vent. He's just catching every good timing right now. 12-4 right now for Gizme. Utility going down, finally dealt with by Cobra, but Gizme, even when he's dead, he's still killing them.
This dude's a beast.
He's just wrecking them.
What's happening right now? He's having one hell of a game.
Gizme's god tier. Well, this is insane because, again, elimination on the line in this series at the Major. Mongols getting destroyed in the first half of Nuke. I mean, you got 8 T-rounds. Is there even a world in coming back into this game?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're definitely going to need that last one. And then, I mean, you're going to have to kind of have the same switch that Na'Vi had against the Mongols yesterday, where they just kind of woke up randomly and just decided they were done with it. Crazy, crazy turn of events. I think it's really unreasonable that the UK gets to just have Gizme pop up out of nowhere as an IGL just dominating. North America's sitting over here like, please, for the love of God, can we just... We'll take half a Gizme.
Yeah, it's actually insane. It's I was talking to the 2 players as well, like Azuwu and Gizme. I was talking to them on Media Day when they first arrived here. And I was saying, the UK has always had this attitude in the UK scene of Counter-Strike. It's like, trying is uncool, you know, practicing and taking everything serious is uncool. So there's sort of nationwide apathy when it comes to trying. And Mezzi was always a player who had a better attitude.
Above that?
Yeah, and I was saying he has really inspired those 2 players, you know, okay, you can do it from the UK, you can go out there and like achieve these great things. And it's been inspirational for Azuwu and Gizme, who have been trying for a long time, and now it's their time to break out. Not so much in this round, though. Azuwu's going to get pushed in by Nzinho.
Went right back to it.
And so we talk about the Mongols, we've talked about their major playoff runs, you know, 3 majors in a row, but not so long ago we were talking about the Mongols as the hungry team at the major with something to prove, something to fight for. And hunger, we know, is a massive motivator, and Monte are full of it right now.
Well, they've been grinding all year for this. They've only competed in a single Tier 1 event across the season leading into this Cologne Major. That was PGL Astana. They ended in 9th to 11th place. Most of their events were grinding the Tier 2 circuit, some qualifiers, doing everything they can to scrape together VRS points coming here, surprising everyone with a solid Stage 2, beating Pain in the 2-2 game back in that stage to qualify here. And now all of a sudden putting up a good fight against some of the best teams in the world as they've arrived to the Major. 2 versus 5 in this round. It does look like Mongols is going to get their 4th of the half, and that pretty much secures it right there. Only Afro remains in a 1v5. Finds his 1 kill, but a lot more to go with only 15 seconds on the clock.
There's the time, and the bullets all coming through the smoke. It will be 8 T-rounds from Monte. They have put themselves in a fantastic position to take map 1 of this series.
to stay. It was you that put me in. Promised me that we'd be okay. All of your lies I was believing. You were there most of the time, but that was never good enough for me. Had me going out of my mind, had me going round like crazy. But I gotta end this way. Why is there always a struggle for you to let me go? You got me like crazy. Like you were always right and I was always wrong. Crazy. Baby, where did our love go? Crazy. But you love me and affection. Like you were always right and I was always wrong. Crazy. You gave me attention. Where did our love go? You will always bring my fall. You were meant to be here forever. Remember when we used to have it all? We were so good together. Why can't we both feel the same way? Why do I need to explain? You were there most of the time, but that was never good enough for me. Had me going out of my mind, had me going round like crazy. But I gotta end this way. Why is there always a struggle for you to let me go? You got me like crazy. Like you were always right and I was always wrong. Crazy. Baby, where did our love go? Crazy. But you love me and affection. Like you were always right and I was always wrong. Crazy. You gave me attention. Where did our love go? Crazy. But you love me and affection. I used to need your care and attention. Crazy. But you love me and affection. I used to need your care and attention. Crazy. But you love me and affection. I used to need your care and attention. Crazy. Baby, where did our love go?
What? Oh my god! Inhuman reactions!
Go, go,
Yeah,
go.
beam us through, beam us
We
through.
can molly.
Molly now.
I have it.
You need to molly me,
Come on.
it's only you, Kev, yeah.
The lobby one! He's
Go.
looking at you, actually. You're on, Beam us.
Coming out, I think.
And Tetris!
Tetris on
Tetris,
me.
beam us!
On me one. Door.
Kevin and
Heaven.
door, Kevin and door.
Okay.
Nice,
Nice,
bro.
bro! Sick, man!
Monte seizing their chance. They, we look at Gizmi as the leader of this team. He's tried to qualify twice to Major, beat the RMRs. He was a sub for Monte before. Before that was the Paris Major in CSGO, where he stood in. Well, he had an Irish team going into that one, and they didn't really do much, as you would expect. But he's finally made it, and he's here at stage 3. Like, it's absolutely insane how he's here.
How the hell is Irish Counter-Strike taking shots all of a
Dude,
sudden?
no, they're not shots. I know the boys, and they're good. They're good players, but it was always going to be a tough challenge, but they're doing something special right now, Monte. And we've got Azuwa and Bumas taking a couple of kills, and Blitz and Mzinho fighting back. Blitz has got 2, and they're trying to get out in towards the site. Gizmi waiting up towards Heaven, and that Molotov will land towards him. He's going to be held back just around the corner, and Rainwaker on the ladder below him. This retake is still possible, but it's going to be close on time when that smoke comes up. It's going to be tough to come out with 2 players just having to dive down. Mzinho,
damn.
that was down clean.
Did Rainwaker blind himself?
He must have. He didn't step into the open, but now he's coming in. It may work in his favor. He's got a kill on Mzinho. Blitz hiding around the door. Gonna have Rainwaker diving down into the site. And go over and try and just chase down this kill on Blitz, who hides behind the door. He closes it now. Gonna have to get to this defuse. Gotta stick it now.
I think he had to go for that fight. I think he had to take that fight right there and just see if he wins it without any kind of a kit. You can't let Blitz play these games with you. So yeah, you get the frag at the end of the day, but no chance of the defuse. That was the moment over towards Squeak Door. Pissed around for Mongols. They fought right back into it. First 2 kills went the way of Monte. On those upper execs, it always feels like those initial kills kind of dictate who's going to win the round, but not this time. Mongols able to trade their way back into it and take the second pistol of the map. There's Blitz with his kill. finds another one inside the bomb site. Oh, that's dirty onto Bimas. Eight to 5. Lead is cut down to 3. You have a second round investment from Monte. 3 MAC-10s picked up by the Mongols. Feels like they want to go fast. Yikes.
You may want to go fast with that smoke, because slow things down. Azu has actually made the most of it too, because he ran out of main. He ran into the fights, and he's just absolutely carving them up right now. Although the aggression continues, and 9-10 was ready. Afro now has a chance, but a very tough round ahead of him. A 1v2 with his Deagle.
Yeah, but I don't think they know where he is. They were making a bunch of noise. Now it's been cut, so I think Afro's going to have to play and see what happens if he turns the corner in towards Hut. Falls back into the bomb site, so he's going to let Cobra and 9-10 get away. Very close round. Could have swung easily in control of Monte with that lobby crunch, but I think now they've evacuated down to the B bomb site. There's really no chance that you're going to be able to recover this one. Afro dropping into vents with 49 HP, an MP9, and a Dream. And a Deagle.
And a Deagle. Doors open. They know exactly where he is. And this round goes from difficult to impossible. Afro realizes that, and he'll back away. Got the Kevlar, MP9 and Deagle as you mentioned, so it's not a bad save. And that'll end up being a round for the Mongols, but that was not a clean round. That was kind of ugly from the Mongols, and could have got very, very messy.
Yeah, it would be curious. Did the smoke actually stop them from actually just executing that? Was that meant to be like a lurk smoke outside Squeak Door that just went to the wrong place?
Well, Azuwu was able to make the most of it because he comes flying out of main and he starts just challenging them straight away with that missed smoke.
Yeah, he gets that kill at range. They get the hut push after that, but you're so committed to the lobby crunch afterwards that you can't really slow it down. So yeah, Mongols, the initial awareness may be a little bit off. But great trades. Techno settles things down. 9-10 slides in and he calms things down. You get Bimas pushing in a little bit late.
Do you think there's a missed chance there from Monte? Maybe they could have called off the one-by-one pushes there?
I mean, yes, you could have, but that's a really hard thing to pull off when you've called a lobby crunch like that, because everyone's kind of playing by intuition. So you can say it. It's just a really hard thing because people are putting themselves in chaotic situations they might not have the option to fall back, to pull away from. Bimas might have been a little bit late. I think they could have played that 2-on-2 differently with more passive nature to it, but it's really hard to be super critical in that scenario. Molotov down towards Secret, going to force Afro away. He dropped his Deagle over to Gizmy. 5-7's picked up. Monte want to see if they can get some success on this trap towards Secret. Hold at the corner. Azuwu and Afro.
Yo. Oh, it's an awkward one. He realizes that. He's going to try and back off. And Mzinho actually ends up taking both the headshots. It looked like a scenario in which Mzinho is going to go down there, but survives on 5 HP with both of the kills.
Yeah, and they're going to just wander elsewhere. So Mzinho turns into a little bit of a lurk. Cobra not going to clear everything perfectly. Gizmy has a chance to take this shot. Going to hold his trigger for the moment. Sees a new target he wants to play with. And if he keeps moving, he'll get spotted. Mzinho gets his third kill with 5 HP remaining.
Oh, the Mongols
They're
closing up this gap.
They're playing locked in, dude. They're walking around the map. They're like taking their time in this. 5-on-2. They don't want to mess with anything. They don't want to give a chance over to Monte whatsoever.
Well, they know they have to have great money in this half because it's going to be tough on T side to have to come back all the way. I mean, you've done barely anything in that first half. So you know the hard work needs to be done on the more difficult side. You need all those AKs, you need the utility, you need the AWP as often as you can get it. We'll see what the real challenge looks like going into this next round.
Well, Monte won that first gun run in the first half after winning the pistol, which we know sets the CT sides back so much. So they did that with an upper rush. I'm interested how Monte's going to approach things. Outside seemed to be the point that they wanted to hit yesterday when they played this map against Na'Vi.
Well, Rainwaker just slipping out, checking out if any Mongols players are hanging around, but they're long gone, saving their weapons all towards CT spawn. And they'll carry those rifles into the next. So, Mongols stabilizing here at the start of the second half. Good work from Mzinho. He'll take both kills. Now we've got another one on 5 HP. But Monte are going to have to hold it together as they come into the second half. They've done very well to give themselves 8 rounds to start with on CT side. And let's see if this AWP from Africa can get going early. The only weakness is Bimas has to play with an MP9, but he's got plenty of utility.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Money's saved up as well, so that could be an extra op later on. And obviously, getting a kill or having a weapon dropped over to you, picking one up off the ground later on, huge boost to the economy also. Defensive utility deployed. Mongols won't be going for that upper bus, any kind of upper hit. They check out the utility to make the defense a little bit nervous. But Monte can breathe easy as the outside wall is getting erected right now. Smoke's being sent. Mongols gonna get 3 players and 1 up on Silo, starting to work the yard. So Afro says, okay, if you're gonna play for secret, there might be a second half of this attack coming ramp room, but that's not the case.
Gizmi keeping his head down, but pretty close to a fight now. He's spotted. Oh, cobrazera on top of main, but he hasn't been able to give himself a comfortable engagement. And you're going to see Mongols start moving heavily down secret.
Azuwu's here. He's actually pushed up to the corner yet again, smoked off for the moment. That might force the Mongols back. They're just going to wait it out for the moment, see what happens afterwards. 47 seconds left on the clock. Azuwu, the only defender downstairs in secret and at the B bomb site. Now some pressure being applied up top. They want to show they want to burn out towards Mini, take away the defense there, and allow themselves the opportunity to spin in to attack the bomb site.
30 seconds. cobrazera starting his play. Rainwaker at the lockers has moved off. He's going to have this fight. And he's going to win it against cobrazera, so it's on the 4 remaining Mongols. 20 seconds left. Azuwu could devastate them here, but a big kill from Blitz needed that. And they're going to open the double doors and move in, but here comes the rotation. 10 seconds on the clock. Big headshot. Oh, it's all just crumbling for the Mongols.
Where did Afro get that kill from?
He just wallbangs. We've got to watch that in the replay. I'm not 100% sure where that even was. But Zinho's now left in a 1v3 holding on to the AK-47, but that just all happened so quickly. But we have to see the Afro kill.
Yeah, where is the Afro kill? That's actually wild. I didn't quite catch it exactly. Okay, we're just getting where we don't have it, so we're gonna figure that one out separately. Second timeout taken from the Mongols. That is ripped out of their hands just as soon as it feels like they secure the bomb site. The utility, the Molotov's not in place to prevent those peaks. I was really worried because that defense downstairs, playing over towards double doors, you don't have like that early warning system that allows the rotation to get there in time. So it feels like Mongols should have had plenty of time to get the utility up in the plant safely. That just gets ended so fast. And the defense gets to keep buying back. And remember, Bimas had that MP9, so he's got plenty of money to drop weapons over to sustain the loss.
Still don't know. Seems like mad. Okay, well, crushing for
I'm gonna
Mongols.
find it. I'm gonna find it, Dingo. I'm on the case.
There you go. Go scroll back in the vault there, Jason. Go scrubbing. Mongols need to scrub and clean this up because right now, getting run over. That's what I was talking about. They need the money because 1 round there from Monte. At least you've still got a very good buy here for Mongols. Lose this, and this is where this half becomes nightmarish.
Well, Gizmi's pushed up close, wants to be disruptive. Blitz looking to the left. Are you going to clear all the way deep? Yeah, he will. You're not going to miss that detail. Gizmi's been spotted. Gizmi's been taken down. And Blitz is going to make the sprint all the way across the smoke while he's found his way in towards secret. His 4 teammates are going to leisurely... Ooh, the smoke actually fades. They missed the timing. Huge mistake. The bomb is disconnected now, but 910's going to solve all the problems.
Yeah, getting 2, and it's still on for Bimas and Rainwaker, but those 2 kills from 910 have absolutely solved a massive issue here for Mongols, and they can start moving down into the B-bomb site. No one even thinking about rotating down just yet. Or maybe even ever. We'll see for them, Monte, where they decide to go. They're going to back off towards spawn. They realize this retake just isn't going to be happening for them. And yep, 910's double outside wins the round for the Mongols, and they close the gap again to just 1 round.
All right, the Afro shot wasn't that cool.
Oh?
It wasn't as cool as we thought.
What was it?
He just swung on the other side and just hit it through the edge of the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
It looked a little bit more intimidating, didn't it?
I was kind of loving the myth.
I know, I was too. I was like thinking, like my brain went back to like 1.6. I was hoping he shot through the floor of the
Could have
bomb
been a graffiti. Could have been a graffiti, man. But it wasn't.
No, it was not. 9-8. They claw right back up into it. Well done from the Mongols not sitting back.
You ever have that matchmaking random you queue with and he just spends the whole game trying to shoot through the floor on Nuke?
Yeah, all the time.
It's really irritating. That would have been a graffiti if you could pull that off.
It would be a lot of fun. Well, Mongol's not going to let this map go easy. Lovely work from Blitz, starting to hit some very sharp shots. Good shooting outside for 9-10 target practice. On Afro and Azuwu trying to stop. They saw the smokes fade, and it was so tantalizing to just take heads-up fights. Couldn't slow down the progression. So first time out taken from Monte as they talk things over. Op is still in the hands of Afro. He reinvests there. Money's going to be a little bit light moving forward, which is why they want to have this conversation now to make sure everyone's on the same page. Mongols are knocking on the door of this comeback, about to tie things up and take your money away and have all the advantages down the stretch. And desperately, Monte are saying, we had such a good first half. We cannot let this map go away from us. CT side's having some issues today, getting these offenses locked down, holding onto these bomb sites. And much like yesterday, the Mongols get their first gun round on the outer yard plays.
If Mongols win this map, it's exactly what we were talking about earlier, where it's like they're nowhere near playing at the Mongols level we know they're capable of, but if they still somehow pull this out, it just tells you how high their floor is. Like, they're just incredible players that can still figure out a way to win, even with Monte starting so strong. So that's a real possibility, and Monte realize how important this round is. They've got everything invested into it. It's a strong buy. There's outside smokes deployed for the Mongols, but no one actually playing with them.
Defense is going to be exposed to the flashbangs at the upper bomb site. Two players, one on top of hut, one playing up in the rafters. Not a whole lot of ways to turn and dodge those when they start coming in. So there's the Molotov on top of the hut, and so we begin.
Dropping down, Bimus trying to get into a better position, but this round is a devastating loss for Monte. So clinical from the Mongols. Once they head out in towards the site, you've got no other option. You've got to save.
I think the defensive setup on the initial thing was a little bit weak and exposed to utility, as I just mentioned, but also it's the perfect timing that the Mongols hit, just blind luck. Just as a player's rotating in, dropping out of heaven, there's no way he's going to be prepared for a fight when he lands, especially getting flashed. It all works out just perfect for the Mongols to tie things up at 9. Fighting back in this map, they have won 5 of 6 rounds played in this second half so far. Monte still having difficulty getting into this half. Good kill from Rainwaker down the stretch, taking some guns away, always valuable. Actually, even though they've taken the money away, it's going to be another buy for Monte. Rainwaker can drop one, Afro can drop an M4, so another really strong buy coming in for Monte, and one more very strong piece of defense they can mount against the Mongols, but they need a win.
Just how quick it was, just that attack out into the site.
Yeah, everyone flushed into the open, flushed into the utility that's being spent.
And now the real test for Monte. You said that you've had a fantastic first half, disastrous start to the second tier. You haven't been able to get anything going, and now you're feeling the pressure of the Mongols racing back into this game. No, momentum is now on their side, and this really truly feels like the last legs you have to stand on before the Mongols take full control of this game. Lose this, money is completely shattered. You'll be down to the best you can get, some Kevlar pistols, unless you save a few of the weapons. But let's see what Monte can do. Can they muster enough of a defense to stop the Mongols' attack?
These first 6 rounds of this half have got to have felt like they've gone so fast for Monte with the way they've kind of gotten melted in these rounds. More utility off the rip from Mongols. Afro's going to get aggressive outside, wants to put a stop to the silo play. And he will. cobrazera gave him the exact peek he wanted, even gave him the early warning. Techno makes a move into the smoke towards Squeak.
Oh, gets down the vent. The leg break. Oh, but Afro
This is
doesn't
so
want to
bold.
let him go. Oh,
It's
this is
so
definitely
bold.
Very brazen of you, Afro! And that's the kill. Techno gone, and that will be 2 from the French sniper.
Yeah, loves that sound cue. Let him know. I mean, they were kind of tracking each other's plays. I think that play's being made by Techno because the Opera is outside. He wants to drop down the vents. A little gap in the defense. Now all of a sudden trying to cross all the way to heaven, but Gizmy looking for this. A
Good
dink,
shot.
but not a kill. An information gathered at the very least.
Needed that one blitz. Really needed that kill to go back here. 50 seconds. Can the Mongols still recover this? A 3v4.
Yeah, Blitz has done a great job for Mongols in this stage of finding them opening kills, first kills, finding them the frags to open up avenues to attack into the bomb sites.
Look at him, Zinho. Does he get both? Comes down to timing. Afro didn't check him. Afro's gone. Zinho couldn't get the second. Important trade from Rainwaker, but up next is 9-10. And he knows you can't go anywhere. Rainwaker, you're dead in the corner. 2v2, 20 seconds left.
That had to have been a miscommunication between Rainwaker and Afro. I don't know if it's not being calmed or not being kind of received on the other end, but now this is a dicey situation. Afro just peeking up nonchalant as if nobody could be under heaven, but that was exposed for a good 30 seconds. Now a tough retake on your hands.
Well, you've got Blitz, who's very low, but he's got an AWP. Bimas and Azulu, they got so much utility here, but they do not have Azulu. It's all on Bimas. 1v2. Can he pull this off? Coming back down the ramp, clearing out Dark, trying to limit these positions, but the Mongols hide away. Bimas closed the doors. They know exactly where he is. He gets onto that defuse. This is the only option he has to try and stick it, but they come over the top. The headshot's in. He's going to go for it again, and Blitz. Oh, he turns around. Bimas has got it! No way! He gets to the defuse, 10 rounds from BMAS. What a clutch!
That's insane. Yeah, that's exactly how you look losing a round like that. Oh, he had so much time to adjust to the first kill, jumping up on the railing. You give him 2 seconds to spot that out. Great job from Bimas. And what a tough situation. Low HP, one shot with the AWP. Blitz can't do it. And finally, Monte get a little miracle that they needed to infuse some life back into the CT side. Force the third and final timeout out of the Mongols so they can have a conversation. That's a devastating round loss they need to bounce back from immediately. A new lease on life and new faith for Monte. That's a round that feels of misplays. Between Afro and Rainwaker over in ramp room, and then the 2-on-1 clutch, and it just happens to be BMAS who comes out on top.
Just listen to me. Just be prepared and pre-plan. That's all we need to do, okay? Everything else doesn't matter. Then let's listen to each other again, and let's fucking ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the kind of clutch, that's the kind of moment that can wrestle control the game again. You know you've got an opportunity here to break Mongols' money. You've got them on the line. Can you take it, Monte? The high pressure moment, a 1-2 match here at the Major. There's Afro through the smoke, Blitz dead. Rainwaker, here's the steps, gets the one. Good trade from Mzinho. Still doable from Mongols, yet getting very unlikely.
They already have a Zubu down over towards control side at the window. Now they've got a player coming down secret. BMAS is joining them up as well through the vents. They've got 3 players on control side of this lower bomb site. It's going to be, there's no safety. There's no smokes you can spend either, but Afro opens the door.
Now Azula waits in the control room. They're looking up towards the window. They see him. They shatter the glass. Azula gone again. BMAS coming down. He was the bane in the last round. And look at it be it again. He's taking Cobra. And now you need 9-10 to clutch. Gizmi's waiting down at Decon. 9-10 trying to slip away.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a little bit of a guess here if you're Monte. You hit tab, you see it's 9-10. You assume it's the AWP. He's got the bomb and plenty of time. So you know the upper bomb site is an issue. 35 seconds left on the clock for 9-10 to piece this together. Gizmi will let BMAS play at this lower bomb site all on his own. 44 HP. Very passive out of the danger of that AWP. And now the plant sound comes in.
9-10. There's the double doors. There's a frag. He's got it to the head. BMAS gonna go down, but Gizmi response straight away from ramp, and 9-10 was wide in the open, completely exposed. Was always going to be such a tough clutch for the AWPer there. And that is going to be Monte moving up to 11.
Yeah, the plant is going to help the Mongols, but not by much. And they still, as we saw, they used their 3rd timeout just a second ago, just before this round. Not bad. Good job from cobrazera, alleviating some of the pressure of this danger, but just so many players down here so fast.
That round had 9-10's name on it. It was a 9-10 scoreline. He thought he was going to pull it off. It almost seemed destined, but yep, just the AWP. If he had an AK in that scenario, he can maybe challenge a different angle, but he's just trying to recover the AWP.
And the repause as well from Gizmi to secure the upper bomb site. Just really smart play coming around towards ramp as well. Well constructed from Monte, making the moves down the stretch to take this opening map in the series. It's their map pick to go up 1-0 in this elimination series at the Major.
Utility coming at Rainwaker. They don't check it, they don't see him. Oh my goodness, that is a massive mistake. You've just run right by him. You've given him a free kill, and you've completely slowed down here, Mongols. Getting picked apart by Afro and Rainwaker, and you still haven't taken any of them down. They've just paused. Techno, you can't go anywhere. You're locked in that corner. You're in prison.
Yeah, also, you don't need to extend too wide to get that kill, but we're going to do it anyway. So worried about that one player. It's all good. 910's got no health for this fight. Monte is going to get up to 12 first. They'll have 3 chances to close out Nuke. 3 rounds to play with at a 10-9 scoreline. And the Mongols, mistake after mistake now, they're coming through pretty fast. They're coming through pretty frequently for the Mongols.
Yeah, they've got no money there to get a good buyout here. It's disaster striking here for the Mongols. They're going to be 1 map down in this elimination game at the Major against Monte.
Cobra's got to be wondering how that wasn't cleared, how nobody even looked left, right? With that kind of a flashbang. Techno is the first one in. Just jumping across, and they're giggling now, smiles on their faces. It got tense for a moment, but Monte have blown the doors wide open. Tech 9s and a Mac 10.
Afro and Azulu with the first 2. 910 gonna fight forward, do what he can. But Afro has had a stellar performance yet again. 21 kills of that AWP coming through. You've got Cobra and Blitz sitting down with Tech 9s. They stall out, they'll pick up the weapon off Afro's corpse, but can they really pull this off?
Okay, well, they get to play the map now. Over a minute to work with. You're looking for a mistake, you're looking for a push. Now's the time, Monte, much like the last round, find some safe positions that are hard to clear. Hard to clear quietly, and just wait to see what happens after that. They've got everything covered. Azu over in lobby and Squeak Door. Gizmi's down at the lower bomb site. You got Bimas outside to make sure nobody can wrap up Heaven as well. And Blitz splits off from his teammate in this 2 versus 3. So letting the op kind of sit and wait in ramp room to see if anyone comes investigating. Blitz is going to go to the other side of the map to see if he can get a backstab to force a reaction to make Monte feel some pressure to make a decision.
Oh, there's the kill. Bimas is back turn. Numbers are even again. 30 seconds.
Okay, he wants the call to be up towards the upper bomb site. He wants Gizmi to move.
Gizmi ain't moving. He's going to stand right here. Stay pinned behind the box.
He wasn't spotted.
He didn't get spotted. The timing's on his side. Time is on Gizmi's side. 10 seconds on the clock. The bomb is down. The kill comes from Blitz, but he can't get to that plant. He can't get to it.
No.
He's out of time. And that's going to be Monte making the most of their moment. They strike first on elimination day. 13-9 versus the Mongols on Nuke. And they are looking to stay alive and keep that playoff dream in play. Oh, well, Inferno, the map we've got here, it's going to be Mongols map pick. Monte have played it twice so far at the Major versus Paravision and against Falcons. They lost to Falcons. They got a huge win versus Paravision. The Mongols haven't played Inferno yet, and Inferno is the map where their major hopes lie as they try and come back into this. One chance for the Mongols to try and stay alive in Cologne. Otherwise, Monte progressed to the last day of Stage 3, and Gizmi getting involved. Oh my goodness, again, it's Gizmi in the pistol round with 2 blistering headshots.
Yeah, it feels like they had to have a good read of what was coming. Okay, Rainwaker caught a little bit of no man's land, not sure where to look, so he's picked off. That brings it a little bit back towards Mongols, and oh, you missed the jump up into the balcony. You're gonna go down. Okay, this is a disaster now. A 5-on-3, but you lost 2 players for free.
Hey, you give it right back, but the bomb is at the bottom of Banana. Hasn't been able to join up. Oh, Afro, clean headshot over towards Techno. Long fight for Mzinho. The bomb's still at bottom Banana, but it's gone. Azulu won that fight. Now Mzinho, this is such a difficult round and he can't win it. There's 2 players fighting him from the same angle. And that's going to result in Monte winning the pistol and Gizmi happy and relieved because he got the initial 2 kills.
Yeah, Mongols never grouping up in that 3-on-3 when they bring it right back. That was a little curious. Everyone wanted to push the envelope in their own direction. Lovely shot from Gizmi. Takes the swing as well. Rainwaker gets caught. This is how it started falling apart. But at this point, the Mongols have a decision to group up, but everyone decides to take their own space, take their own play, and see what comes from it. And they each get picked off one by one.
Well, just Glocks now for the Mongols. A couple of nades, 3 nades in fact, and they're going to send them down Banana. Azulu. Pretty aggressive, just beyond those nades. Sprays that MP9 down, looking for some money, looking for some eco kills to kick things off. It'll be a 2-0 lead coming in from Monte. No slouches on Inferno.
Deep smoke that can let them attack down towards ramp. But yeah, this is going to be an easy mop-up. We'll get the first gun round underway, moving forward. As TheMongolz will buy up into the next round. The CT side is going to have Gizmy and Azu over towards that B bomb site. Afro is going to be the supportive element, switching between the sites. Bimas and Azu will get, or excuse me, Bimas and Rainwaker playing the A bomb site as your two defenders there.
I always liked watching Rainwaker on Inferno. You know, in his
liquid days?
I think it was like all the Bulgarian teams. I used to love watching him in those teams, actually.
You were the one.
Not Team Liquid. Yeah.
So you didn't want to watch him in Team Liquid, but you'll drop down in a Bulgarian Counter-Strike.
Dude, I used to cast all the Bulgarian games. They were like the terror of the Tier 2 circuit for many years. Now
Oh
there's
my
a
God.
good old grenade slam down towards Blitz.
Well,
It's a bad start, isn't it, for TheMongolz? It's a 4v5.
for a lot of reasons, not just the scoreboard, not even just losing players, but I mean that's what the pistol round where they push and got a one tap with the USP and then nade onto a position. Now you double nade Blitz out of action, and you're just like, if you're TheMongolz, you're like, what the hell? Why do they know everything? Stack at mid brackets, and Cobra is gonna maybe bite up more than he can chew.
Well, awkward there for Zulu. He's going to be happy they didn't scale over the top of the half wall and put pressure on him. Cobra making no secret about his position in Boiler, but look at this from Afro. Okay, getting aggressive down. That's the bomb. Oh, it's an absolute disaster for TheMongolz. They've lost the bomb at bottom middle. Mzinho coming out from the balcony. Oh, it's perfect, though, for Mzinho. Two players lined up, two headshots. Cobra's now seen them moving down mid as well. He's trying to chase after Afro.
Okay, smoke pops. Perfect timing for it. Gonna tuck himself, make it a small target. Oh, brought low, and they find him around the edge of the smoke. Azuwu pushes, but however, one's arrived. That's Gizmy, and he's been the knife in the heart this whole time through. Spotted.
Gizmy into the open. Can't do much. Mzinho is the savior of the TheMongolz in this round.
Yeah, he really is. Nasty spray down from Balk. That was the one eventuality that Monte never really figured. Thought there'd be maybe more of an indication for it, but Mzinho with a perfect wrap onto that stack up at Porch. Afro making a really dangerous play down middle, but can't hold on long enough. Azua with an AK-47. He does have a kit. Deep into the bomb timer now.
Very deep into that bomb timer. Azua would have to get a move on right now, and he just isn't going to get that chance. So they try to slip away. Mzinho collects the 4K. A little bit of fortune falling in his favor as well as he comes out of the balcony, catching both of those short players, just walking and eclipsing one another and giving them that easy lineup.
Open up this series, and I think Mzinho needs to have a big game if TheMongolz want to actually take this one. He's had a big drop-off from his 2026 to his performance here in Stage 3 of the Major. Great impact from him here with this quad kill, getting all the critical frags as well. And hopefully that just ignites him to continue playing well on an individual level. Mongols need his production. That's a good recovery, though. That was a 4v5, remember, from TheMongolz.
Yeah, Monte going to be kicking themselves that they left balcony open. No one was considering it. No one was looking there. But Afro coming right back out. Mzinho again trading.
All right, you're getting a little bit too ahead of yourself now. Afro going for a follow-up peek up in the balk and just gets picked off. So that advantage he gives his team is given right back. It's 3 out of the 4 rounds that we've started with Monte getting a kill in the first 20 seconds.
Just a rapid pace from the CT side. They're trying to keep the pressure on TheMongolz, but Mzinho is alleviating it. But he tries a little bit too much here. Solo towards top middle. Rainwaker catches him. Mzinho dead. Now a minute 5 seconds left. Monte once again with a player advantage.
And the third defender is going to cheat over to the B bomb site. So Gizmy, Azuwu, and Bimas to defend. Good read of the situation. 52 seconds left on the clock. That smoke pops. Will fade around the 30-second mark. And to shore up the defense on the other side of the map, Rainwaker's just pushed halls. He wants to have the information if they fall back. Not looking to stop them here, looking to grab one kill and survive and pass intel on to his teammates, but TheMongolz is always going to stay into this B hit.
30 on the clock. Smoke deploys towards CT spawn. Azula is primed and ready on top of first oranges. Plenty of support in behind him. 20 seconds. The Mongols marching into 3 players who are waiting for them, and Azuwu, the only one required. 2 kills, bomb spills.
There's 2 additional layers to this defense, though. It was never going to work, especially with the time on the clock. And Gizmy wants to hunt this down. Good kill right at the end. Little bit of bonus money and an upgrade to an AK-47.
Frustration now for Mongols as well.
Yeah, it's been 2 maps of frustration. Even with that comeback in the second half, I think Mongols are probably going to be feeling really out of sorts after the way the first half went. And now all of a sudden, you're getting picked off in the first 20 seconds. Blitz has been naded. Pistol round had double nade onto a Mongols player. Now you have Afro peeking down mid and picking someone off. The opening to these rounds has been brutal for the Mongols.
Great start out of Azuwu, hitting 1, and we highlighted that as well starting this series today, that Azuwu in the earlier stages of the major was an absolute beast. Really stepping up and raising his game coming into this competition, who a little bit of a lower rating for Monte at previous tournaments. Once the going gets tough and you got a really difficult opponent in front of you, it's been Afro who's started raising as well. You mentioned that, but those 2 players in front at the moment here for Monte.
You know, there's no better feeling as a player, like when you have those kind of struggles and like things feel like they're a little bit disconnected and you're trying to put it together and you don't really know how it's going to look at the end of the day, and then you step into the major and have performances like Monte's having right now. There's no better feeling when it just feels like everything's kind of clicking into place and you start building that trust and confidence between the players. Gizmi going to switch back to the B bomb site. These Tech 9s in this Galil, they're going to be executing at A. All 5 members of the Mongols are here. They've got 3 HE grenades for the broken wall, but Rainwaker's not playing there.
Afro jiggling, drops the flames, tries to slow them down. The Mongols, 25 seconds, they have to burst through. They have to get through this defense. You've got BMAS waiting, AK primed. Couple of kills and Rainwaker from pit alongside of him. So this round, not going to do much here for the Mongols. The USP's even pulled out and Rainwaker finishes him off through the van. So that's a 4-1 lead for Monte. No bomb plant for Mongols, so they don't even have enough to buy in this next round. We're looking at a 5-1 start for Monte, and we've seen that was enough over on Nuke, right? Getting a strong start in the first half. Even though the Mongols started coming back into it, too much was done against them.
And you're playing really well with utility. You've utilized it in the early stages of rounds to get opening kills. We've seen back-to-back rounds now in the late round when the execute comes in from Mongols towards the B-bomb site previously. They had the smoke in place to drive it down to 30 seconds, had the follow-up Molotov to delay it even further. Now you got a Molotov dropped in short to prevent the Tech 9s from scaling and make them fight inside the flames. It's been a very good half constructed so far from Monte. Good kill from Azuwu. A little bit dinged up at that B-bomb site, but all good. It's a hero rifle for the Mongols with deagles around it.
UMass, out he goes. Yep, that's more like it, isn't it? Oh, knife out. Okay. Oh, he's made it away to safety. Afro's got the flank, got some extra money. Aim for the French Opera. He's got plenty of cash. Looking to grab a Galil. 5-1 lead.
Question is, are you going to keep the Galil or are you going to upgrade to an AWP? Afro's got 6,800 in the bank. Or are they just comfortable without it for the moment? They can reinvest later. Mongols is uncomfortable with pretty much everything going on right now, so they call their first time out. They need to bounce back quickly. You alluded to getting buried on Nuke and then just having a really tough time getting back into the game. It's happening again now. So Mongols priority number 1 is putting a stop to this slide. 9-10, 0 kills, Blitz 2 kills, Techno and Cobra 1 kill. It's a one-man army for Mazinho at the moment. The timeout comes to its conclusion. Afro looks like he's going to keep the Galil, so no AWP in play for the CT side. And we go into round 7. Mongols now in a recovery mission with elimination on the line in this second map.
Nade's going to be sent all the way down towards 9-10. Oh, 2 with him. He's down to 3 HP. Look at this from Afro as well. Pushing up into the bedroom. At the ready. Galil ready to rattle away on cobrazera. Couldn't get to the angle quick enough.
The silent jump just ruins that play for him.
He just appears on a screen.
Well, look, it's a 5-on-4. Good job from Mongols. This can be recovered quickly. 9-10 is one stray bullet away from death. Utility being sent towards the A bomb site, and the defense is doubled up in pit.
Oh, they're reacting quick. They're trying to get down Banana. Good work from Rainwaker. Completely blind. But cast aside by Mzinho. Flashes are so good. BMAS blind. Oh, he's got one. He at least gets one. And is that going to be enough? The rotation is swift from Gizmi, but the death swifter. As Blitz was already deep into a CT spawn, pushing through that archway and cutting off the speedway play. So, Zulu 1v3. And he's up in the balcony. Smokes are coming in as well from Mongols, just blocking all these choke points.
They had a great timing on that. I like that from Mongols. You find that opening kill on Afro, and it's like, well, you know what? We sense the weakness. We got to pick here at this B bomb site. Let's just move into this. Let's just take where we have the advantage. And they hit a really dirty timing. Defender's not ready yet. Oh, this going for a ninja?
No way. No way. Okay. Cobra's watching for it. That's a nice try. You see it as they're leaving.
Yeah, I don't mind it. They were juggling some. It would look like a Molotov was kind of following down that stretch. I thought they were just gonna have that to chuck on the bomb. Yeah, here's the first one. Is Afro just not able to react in time to the silent jump? Great utility work, but this is just as BMAS and Rainwaker are starting to get set and planting their feet for what's coming, and they both just eat flashbangs the whole time. So Mongols have a second round on the board. They cut the lead down to 3, and now the AWP is back out for Afro. That's headed towards the B bomb site to open up in round 8.
Two players lying wait on the A defense here for Monte, and they're going to have a lot of action coming their way.
That's coming again, yeah. It's just a really simple call.
Smokes being thrown out towards the archway in the library, and some speed behind this one for the Mongols. BMAS readies himself. Rainwaker to send the flash. This is going to be effective. BMAS going around. They're completely blinded. Oh, the lineup's there. 2 from BMAS. Mid-play from Afro. And Cobra at least fighting on. BMAS traded out. Mzinho from the balcony. Dropping down. Making a sound cue. Rainwaker turns. Can't get much. And Mzinho again making the difference here for the Mongols, but that smoke fades, and cobrazera quick on the trigger. Now it's Afro, 1v2 required, and he's all the way over at B. He's all the way over to a CT spawn.
And because all of his teammates tried to make plays in their moments, there's nothing he can do. If Gizmi's still alive, he could actually rotate. He got that kill over in middle and wanted to change his position of the retake so they wouldn't expect him coming from brackets, but that's put him out of a chance to have any further impact. That one hurts for Monte. You get that kind of a double spray down from BMAS on Rap side, and you feel like that's such a secure position to be in. You feel like you've accomplished so much and just no more can get done. A little bit chaotic once the execute comes in after those 2 kills. And Mongols have now strung 2 together. They gotta be pleased. This is the fight back we were looking for, the response from a team that we expect to see in the playoffs, facing elimination way too early. Lovely work, great flashbang from Rainwaker. Cobra's gonna find this. But the drop down in towards Pit was brutal. Rainwaker couldn't respond to that one, and cobrazera gets his second. That forces the first time out of Monte as they're running out of funds to fight back. AWP is gonna be in the hands of Afro that he saved. He's dropped a weapon over to a teammate. But the last buy they'll have for some time, and then they'll have to relinquish the lead.
Purchasing up. And is that the turning point now for the Mongols? Get Mzinho keeping them alive early into the T side, and perhaps now they have enough life in them, enough success to actually start building on the T side and getting into the series for what feels like the first time.
Yeah, the whole team hasn't woken up down the roster quite yet. Mzinho is having some great impact to keep them fighting back, to keep their head above water here on Inferno. Good round from Cobra previously with his double kills. Utility out towards Banana, another 3-man start. Monte, undaunted by the fast plays towards the A bomb site in back-to-back rounds. They've been caught with a weaker defense there as they open up triple B. But Afro slid back quick enough now. Rainwaker and BMAS to help defend with that AWP. Over towards Halls we go. Mongols, they're sensing weakness at this A bomb site. They're just throwing multiple different looks of executes. It was Lane, it was Rap, and now it's Halls.
Well, it's time to show us some strength. Rainwaker waiting on the fence. There they go, utility flying out. Rainwaker gets the one. Great trade from cobrazera. Couldn't get a second. BMAS down inside of the site. Now has Afro trying to get into a better spot, but it just has to be BMAS. And he's out of bullets. It's a 2v2 on this initial fight. Around you can actually go for Monte on the rotation, but 9-10 denying you. Okay, more like it from 9-10. A 3K coming through, and those final two under pressure.
It's looking like, maybe it's a map thing, but Mongols is starting to piece together. I feel like you can make this execute, you can take this execute, but after the initial attack, after the initial trades back and forth in contact, just slow things down. Like when you go for like 1-for-1 on here in halls, Bimas gets one, they pick off the Opera as he rotates back into the bomb site, 1-for-1 again. Like, at this point, slow things down. Blitz is in middle, 910's just waiting patiently, not even really expecting those fights, but they're being given to him. Monte's having a tough time slowing down their retakes when that bomb site is under pressure. And Mongols is starting to really exploit that fact. 3 back-to-back-to-back round wins at the A bomb site.
Oh, good kill from Afro. It's a good start here for the 5-7, but you need another one. And there's a chance, actually, Cobra had his head turned. His teammates.
Spots all 3.
Yeah, he's got all the information. His teammates could have protected him. Afro moves into the site, but he's the only player within the site. You've got Rainwaker in the balcony. But this AK-47 is the most deadly piece they have. And Afro, quick headshot. Techno gone. Afro's still alive. Still kicking. That grenade lands towards him, and a brilliant shot from Blitz. And he's... Oh, the timing! Blitz gets his gun out just in time to recover against the Zuwu. The Rainwaker's been waiting, and Blitz knows that too.
This is what I mean. Look at how this is all individual. Gizmy wasn't there yet, ready to trade. He'll come through the smoke, and another missed opportunity for Monte.
4.
Quad kill for Blitz, picking him apart. And yeah, it's a low buy round, but man, that's very, very winnable. Good job from Mongols neutralizing Afro eventually.
And now they've put the money on the line for Monte. So win this round, and Mongols have broken them. And will have the advantage to try and extend to a 7-5 lead. Money isn't great for the Mongols either, to be fair. A couple of players pretty low on cash.
Yeah, they've been getting chipped down from time and time again by Monte. Hasn't been too bad, but T-side easier to manage. And you just have now supreme confidence at the A-bomb site. 4 rounds you've won in a row at that side of the map. And now you've got some success. B defenders perhaps cooled off, and Techno comes back in swinging with some pace, with some intention to take down a Zuwu.
Looks for some confidence. After his 4K in the last round, Afro has taken the opening kill in favor of Monte.
That's a big time kill to get. Look at the HP now, and Blitz after that grenade. Brought down to 2, lucky to be alive. Techno's on 13. Really, really softened up players is going to make this a tough final call for Blitz and the Mongols.
And not a great start to this round whatsoever. But you've hit the A bomb site so many times here, Mongols shot this half. And right now, Monte only have 1 player anywhere near that A site. They're stacking the 3 remaining players on this B bomb site, anticipating a Mongols finish here.
I think their logic might be they've beaten us at A so many times, they're going to come back.
Afro going forward for the pick. He does take damage, but they're just sending bodies around the corner, and there's plenty of Monte players lying in wait. You can't get anything if you're the Mongols. Bimas shutting them down. That's 2 quick kills and up to 12-7 now for him. And this is going to be Blitz having to retreat, having to try and save this weapon. And a 6-5 lead for Monte.
You can see Techno just like hesitating at that corner. He knows as soon as he turns it with his HP, he's going to go down. So he's just waiting for his teammate to be prepared, calling for the swing to hopefully, maybe trade that kill, and it just doesn't happen. Lovely defense, good read and good call. Monte stopped this run from the Mongols at 4. They'll take a 1-round lead, 6-5, and we'll head into the final round of the half. And yeah, the money on the Mongol side is labored, but Blitz can drop plenty of guns over to his teammates, so they'll be able to get a good amount of rifles out.
Yeah, most importantly, the AWP.
Damn.
Okay.
That's mean.
Yeah. Good call from Monte, stacking the players in the right spot. Mongols just took so much damage on the build up to that final move.
It's also the aggression, right? Like, with 3 players there, they didn't want to park 3 players at the B bomb site for that long. They wanted to have some information, so going aggressive. But Mongols get pulled into the swing because it's an AWP that's aggressive. They're thinking it's going to be an easy trade, an easy clear, an easy avenue into the B bomb site. They were dead wrong because of that stack. So they have a little chit-chat during the timeout. Their second used in this first half, round 12, before we head into halftime break. Blitz has an AK-47, 910 has the AWP that was saved in the previous round. Tech 9, Deagle, and Mac 10 to flesh out the investment from the Mongols. Looking for an even scoreline before they switch sides.
pushing up into the balcony at this point through the apartment's hallway. And Zulu going down banana. So Monte attempting to take some advanced positions on the CT side early into the round, but Zulu wanting nothing to do with it because his teammates are rotating and stacking an extra player towards A for the time being. Oh, careful. Shots and bullets coming through the smoke.
Pretty early smoke for Azuu to drop.
It doesn't seem like there's a smoke back there either, so...
Yeah, we'll see how that works out down the stretch. Does have a Molotov to hold them at bay. 4 defenders at the A bomb site right now. Again, Gizmi, I think, making some calls on the CT side based off how Mongols have been exploiting them throughout this half. So trying to find that timing. Mongols, when they've attacked in towards A, it's been not quick, but it's been earlier in the round, and that's been spotted.
Yeah.
That's been spotted. Easy kill for Rainwaker.
Work from Benzino to get a shot off, though. Quick reaction. Blitz going to move up towards top banana. Zulu, a victim of that AK-47. Now, you have had the rotation of Gizmi coming back, but do Mongols want to finish on the A side where they've gone so often in this half, or back to B where it didn't go so well for them in the last round?
Well, they're going to go back to the B bomb site. It looks at the moment 30 seconds now. It's Rainwaker shifting over to the B bomb site. Haven't seen him there throughout this half. Afro wants this one kill on the lurk. Actually, they're coming back. They're coming back right at Afro. This could be a mistake.
20 seconds. Can Afro deliver another round from Monte? Shot onto cobrazera, dropping back into the side. He's got plenty of teammates around him in terms of just
Splitting
the one
again.
right ball, and the rotation can come fast. Boomaz catching Techno. The wrap is there. Afro dead. That AK-47 now stands. Beamer's trying to make it happen, and good trade from 910, but it has to be a clutch. A clutch to tie the game. Rainwaker and Gizmi trying to piece this one together. Rainwaker timing. Does he walk out of the library now? 910 isn't looking. Rainwaker pauses. 910's going to give him the kill. He walks right into the crosshair. And a 7-5 lead here from Monte on map 2. They already lead the way one map up, and they could be staying alive here in Cologne.
I was never meant to stay. It was you that put me in. Promised me that we'd be okay. All of your lies I was believing. You were there most of the time, but that was never good enough for me. Had me going out of my mind. Had me going round like crazy. But I gotta end this way. Why is there always a struggle for you to let me go? You got me like crazy. Like you were always right
There's the flash. That's going to catch Crims out. They're going to push on through. MBK gets one, but Crims with a spray down. He gets himself the triple. And Fnatic are not done yet.
Can you believe it?
Mongols doing their best to fight back here on Inferno. Down a map in this elimination series. Lose and go home for the Mongols here on Inferno. They're down 5-7. Monte surprising us all with some very, very strong play. BMAS is having the performance here on this map. Afro joining up with them, 14 and 13 kills. We switch sides. Let's see if Mongols can survive yet another game here at the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major.
Yeah, well, they're really up against it now, aren't they? 1 map down, 2 rounds down. They're going to switch to the CT side. Let's see if they can get off to a good start. A pistol round would mean a lot to them. Zinnia goes for the initial pick, hoping that him moving off will open things up and funnel them into Blitz, but that's not the case. In fact, they're going a little bit heavy towards Banana. All the Monte players here at the moment.
They're going quiet though right now. Now, if they execute with their own smoke and utility and flashes, which I imagine they would, there is going to be a counter smoke coming in from Techno, who's playing on top of first oranges at the moment.
Oh, the util. Here's the execution. Just going to go with it. They've got flashes. Let's see how they use them. Cobra has one at the ready. Sends one forward, trying to blind these Monte players as they move in. It's very effective from Cobra. Blitz also chiming in, and Cobra out from Nubox. He's collected 2 in this pistol round, and he'll make it 3. Well held from Cobra. Good flash, and better 3 kills.
I mean, the smoke is just absolutely perfect. You can see Monte just kind of waiting at the corner for their own utility to pop, and that smoke plumes, and they just have nowhere to really go. Coming through that smoke with the dualies close up with counter flashes and counter utility. That's a rough way to go. Pistol round over to the Mongols, and they get their good start in the second half. This is how Nuke played out. Monte win the pistol in the first half, have a nice little run, get a decent lead going into the second half, and then Mongols win the pistol.
Yeah, there was some clutch moments in that second half that turned the tide back in Monte's favor, though. Boomass with that 1v2 on the lower bomb site on Nuke.
True. Very true.
But this round is going to be easy for the Mongols. It's going to be a 7-7 scoreline in a couple of seconds. Just Glocks.
This is where it gets interesting down the stretch, too. How often do we see, especially at majors, the underdog teams getting close to a victory, getting close to a series victory? Like, we'll see if Monte get up towards like 10, 11 rounds. We frequently see kind of the inexperienced teams and underdog teams sort of start collapsing and struggle to get over the finish line. Saw it at a 9Z yesterday in that incredible series they had against Spirit. Yeah.
Couldn't close it.
Maybe the only negative you'd say about 9Z in that series is the inability to close those maps, those overtime performances. We'll be seeing them later on today. They're going to be playing against Aurora.
That's going to be such a fun matchup. I'll be here on this B stream you guys are watching at the moment, so if you're interested in that action and seeing...
Yeah, stick around.
Aurora versus 9Z.
Hang out.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time today. Here are the guns.
C-sides, play with a lot of fucking passion, okay?
Yeah.
If we lose, but we're playing with passion, and we're doing moves, and we're communicating takes, and we're doing this, and we're playing with a lot of confidence and aggression, all good with me, yeah? But if we lose because we're being sticky and no one's coming, never shit in the pants, then there's be a problem, right?
2 problems, I could imagine, in that situation.
Yeah. I don't know which one's worse. That's one way to put it. I love it. From
honestly, it's a great speech. It's a great thing to get the boys fired up during halftime. He's dead right. No, it's not time to feel like you don't want to do anything, like you're a little bit afraid to make a play.
Yeah, bring that attitude that's got you to this point.
What did he describe it? Sticky?
Sticky, yeah.
Not moving, I'm assuming is right.
Sticky, not moving.
Not moving, not doing things, just staying in place.
And then pants are full. Hopefully that's not sticky too. But either way, he's given us a lovely image there. And let's see if Monte can listen to his words and fire themselves up. They're in Banana at the moment, but they're being held back and contained by Mongols.
Oh, Gizmy's exposed. They're going to flash and peek. Oh no, he just swings. No indication it's coming. Oh, the Mongols execute this perfectly. Mowed down 4 just waiting outside the B-bomb site. They were sticky behind that smoke.
They really were. They did not stick the landing though, Jason. It ended up being the Mongols who were taking the lead. They've taken the lead of the game here at a crucial point, and they've built up money too. The fact that 5 players stay alive here, you've had a clean start to the half, you win this first gun round like this, you're going to have so much money.
And there's AKs to find outside the B-bomb site as well. Yeah, nice final kill. Upgrade out of the SMG, upgrade from the M4s to the AKs. 4 of them going to be on the CT side for the Mongols. That's a very strong round for the weaponry and the upgrades. I don't even think Blitz realized he got that second kill on the drive-by, but we'll take them all. What a slaughter.
Could all just fall away from them very quickly in the second half.
This might be the... Is this the first lead the Mongols have had in these two maps?
Could be.
Yeah, because Monte won the pistol round, went up 5-1, and then it was always like a recovery mission. They never actually gained the lead. This is the first time Mongols have had a lead.
Yeah. Okay, well, Mongols, let's see. Playing from the front.
Yeah, the best they've done previously was tie it up earlier here on Inferno at 5-5 before Monte rattled off the last two of the first half. Blitz doesn't want to sit back and wait, but he steps into the Tech 9 of Gizmi. Good trade from Techno. He's all alone for a moment. Cobra's arriving with utility to slow down this hit, and another good win from Techno. There's the peek out.
You know, Techno playing a lot better already in this second half. Really struggled in the first. He was 3-13 for a moment there. I took note of it. He's now up to 7-13. Obviously going to be more and more important as the half goes on, defending that B bomb site. So Techno and Cobra playing together. We got Afro strolling out with that deagle. He's now been spotted.
You don't really need to be the aggressor here. You can let them commit.
Yeah, and that's the decision. He'll backtrack just as that deagle.
Smarter decision.
Well, Afro going to be forced away by utility as well. So we're at the 39-second mark in the round, and this round's obviously not going to lead to anything for Monte.
Yeah, it's going to be 9-7 for the Mongols, unless.
I don't even think the power of unless can help them.
Okay,
Surely not.
unless.
No. Cobra's got both.
Yeah, he's going to handle it.
All right, 9-7 Cobra with the 3K. He's up to 14-9 now.
I think you nailed it earlier too. I think the money is just at a point that's going to be so difficult for Monte to get over in this half. Like there's such a big problem over there. 9-10 spends a ton of it to get an AWP out, but Mizinho is just under 9,000. Blitz and Cobra at 6K. Techno's at 7K. Like you got to win so many rounds in a row to take this economy away from the CT side. So going to be a very, very hard half to read and call if you're Gizmi and Monte.
9-10 going down Banana. It's going to be Techno. And 9-10 taking the opening kills here. At least one was traded back by Gizmi, but he's dead, and you've lost Banana.
From the Mongols' perspective, they're just saying, how's it taste of your own medicine? Because remember, at the start of the CTF for Monte, they were nading and pushing and barraging down Banana to get opening kills. Cobra's doubled up as well through the smoke.
Yeah, they're warming up really well here, Mongols. Seeing them in full control, not letting this T-side through.
It's not a bad map for either team. 60% win rate for Monte, 75 for the Mongols. I thought this was going to be the third map decider. Monte would be happy for it to head in this direction.
Instead, it's Dust2.
And Dust2 will be the third decider.
You know, Monte made the decision to ban Mirage. And, you know, traditionally, I think that would have been good against the Mongols. But with the way Mongols are looking on Mirage, they kind of look lost, like they're not on the same page. That could have been an interesting third map, but it is Dust2 regardless.
I'll touch on that quickly. Just, I mean, I think both teams kind of, it's weaker in their map pool, and when you're playing elimination in the major, the last thing you want to do is have it all, have it all hinge on a map that you're not confident on.
And then we know how good they are in Dust2. We're seeing Afro be so capable on that AWP just yesterday against Falcons.
Yes, just find my voice and listen to it, okay? And we just do immediately what I say. It's very simple there. We had 5 people. We just flash and peek them.
Yeah, that's when they were all grouped up outside of the B bomb site. Probably a lot of chatter at that point of who's getting utility, trading a smoke to what, give me your flashbang, pass your Molotov over, and all the while the endgame leaders trying to get them to actually attack. Instead, they were sitting ducks.
Utility flying through the sky, 9-10 in the apartments, taking down Rainwaker. He'll drop into the pit. Opening kill for Mongols again. They're going to try and scale up long, but 9-10 is ready for that next fight as well. Dust2, no chance as 9-10 finally going to be dropped into long range. Deagle shot coming in, and Mzinho's under pressure, getting wrapped from long and short. Oh, he's handling it as the time goes on, though. Azuwu moves his way into the bomb site, and all of a sudden, Monte are in. They've cracked through, and they've got their hands on better weapons. Could this be the turning point for Monte? Gizmi moves off the site. Burned, singed as he moves forward. He's out of bullets, and he's missed a chance. Techno got both, but Afro's got his primary weapon in hand. He's got himself a kill. He's got a little bit of time to work with here as well. Utility up on short, blocks the vision of Blitz. That lets Afro move forward, but the timing, he's looking the wrong way. Cobra's gonna peek him, and Cobra brings him down. Gets a little bit chaotic there. A chance out of nothing, it seemed like, for Monte.
Yeah, getting really dangerous with those 2 kills from the Deagle. I thought really that was going to have to be a tough retake from the Mongols, but good double Molotov into the bomb site to make sure everyone has to evacuate the scenario, make a play while they're trying to find safety amongst the flames. Really well done, kind of retaking before the plant even comes in. That's a beautiful shot from Azua. A second one as well. Crazy sequence. Good transfer over. And Cobra cleans things up. It's now a 4-round lead, 11-7. The Mongols just 2 rounds away from taking us to Dust2. So shades of the Mongols Navi see. Oh, hold on. A little bit of utility. Thought that might have been a double nade. Good shot from 910. His AWP is on point right now.
Yes, 910 really has shown up in the series now, picking them apart. Azua are going to burn away Techno, at least 1 kill falling in favor of Monte, but bombs all the way back on T-Stars, and you're spread out at the moment.
I was going to say, they said shades of the Mongols Navi series yesterday, where it felt like Navi was out of the fight for the first map and a half, and they switched sides on map 2 and just dominated. Now Mongols is having
a taste of that.
They're getting the better side of it this time around.
I'm sure they'd rather have that for sure.
Yeah, they also felt really flat, but individually everyone seems to have arrived here on the CT side of Inferno.
910 finally got the sleep out of his eyes.
Yeah,
bragging.
Took him a couple rubs, didn't it?
I mean, it's great that you're seeing your AWPer show up if you're Mongols, because it looks like they're going to take this map now. There's no T side being shown right now from Monte.
Oh, you're going to set up the whole Alper Dust2 thing?
Yeah, of course I am. Because Afro's going crazy. You got 910 showing up.
Okay, well, don't... You just said that. You just said that and he was sleeping at the wheel.
Yeah. maybe we've traded. Maybe 910. We can only have 1 AWPer online at a time. All right, Afro. Oop. Looks away. And 910 steps out, takes the kill. And it's 12-7. Map point for the Mongols.
There's been no issues in the second half. Not a single round for Monte. Not a single one has been close. No bomb plants. They haven't gotten into the bomb sites. Haven't showed the ability to adapt either. I think they've spent a lot of these rounds kind of getting beaten up over in Banana at the early start, but they want to keep going back to it.
The best round they've had, they had 3 kills in it.
Did he think he took that shot? Is that what I was just watching? Interesting. Well,
RIP.
That'll happen to you.
It does happen every time.
5-round lead, 12-7. Timeout's going to come to a conclusion. 3rd and final for Monte. They absolutely need it. Yeah, I think they've spent a lot of time getting beat up in Banana. This is a kind of aggressive stance Mongols have had. They've been really in your face. They want to make sure that Monte never have any kind of moment of peace and control of Banana. Whether it's been early in the round, whether it's been a mid-round execute of a retake at top Banana, it's been lovely from the Mongols. 17 kills now on 910 with his AWP, 17 on cobrazera as well. You got Blitz and Mazinho at 12, and even Techno shot up to 11 frags for the Mongols side. We're going to close this out on an 8-round win streak. Are the Mongols? Gizmi decides to step away from that Banana control, sending players in halls, and this has to just feel like a halls pop the whole way. Nothing else has worked. The defaults haven't worked. You've been picked apart, so chuck the utility, a flashbang over, and see what happens.
cobrazera drops down inside of the pit, and Zinho, good headshot, couldn't get a second. Cobra will try his best to double up, but he only gets the 1 as well, so pressure's on 910.
Oh, dirty gap under that smoke.
There is, he's looking for it. Drop down into the pit, comes through. He's actually forced away from the angle due to the flashbang. 910's help is behind smoke, so he's all on his own. But he has connected. He's done well to slow this down again. He knows the next victim's inside of the pit as well, and that's the bomb on Afro.
It's going to be really hard for Afro, but he's just got to stay alive and just hold that position and wait for Gizmi to get here.
Oh, but 910's was looking towards Gizmi. Goes back again. 910 misses the shot, but he's got some cover. Gizmi chases after him, but he gets traded. So it's Afro to clutch to try and keep Monte alive here on Inferno. Otherwise, it is the Mongols rounding out a flawless second half. And closing on the second map to bring us to Dust2, and Blitz just strolls on up. Afro looking in the wrong direction. Monte were no match for the Mongols in this second half, and now we truly have a match on our hands. Dust2 coming up to decide who is heading home and who stays alive. Is legendary even when it's not a major, and we got that extra major title on top. 10 years ago was the last time I had that major title. You were there, Jason.
I was there, yes indeed. I think I casted that grand final. That was a fun one. That was the simple one with Liquid popping off. Yeah, it was going crazy. Regardless, that's old history. We got teams and players trying to make new history.
The new gen.
Mongolz going to be starting on the CT side. Monte going to be starting on the attacking side here on Dust2. Got some rock music to bring you into this one. 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and a Molotov for the Monte attack.
Yeah, and Monte looking to rock the boat. It's going to be a quick play out long. Azuwu at the front. It goes quiet for now. It's the calm before the storm. And Zinho been good on pistol rounds individually. There's a second.
Brutal.
He actually stuck around and he stuck the landing. 2 headshots picked up and he gets away.
And because he sees so many extra bodies on top of the 2 kills, Techno's pushed upper. They know there's no one on the other side of the map. Good return back from Bimas. And now they still have to scale. Flashbang in the sky, dodged.
Yeah, Bimas going forward, but it's 9-10 to connect that headshot. Afro sending 1 back, but not enough. Gizmi's had some great pistol rounds in this series today. This would be the best he's had, but can't do it. Cobra out from CT, nails him. Now it's going to be an opening round for the Mongols.
You might be able to recover that situation if Mazzino only gets 1. But going back for that second kill, feeling that confidence peak in that corner, Glock's not connecting their shot, grabbing a second frag was just like, round's done. Good first kill, coming back into it can be sketchy, but just the fadeaway. His last bullet as he steps back around the corner. And Monte get way too whittled down on their pathing. So no plants. Means no weapons, no second round buy for Monte. Unarmored Glocks that they'll bring into the fight. Excuse me. And they'll sit back as well. Time for a little conversation.
A little more action, please.
There we go. Now we're cooking. Let's get that heading into a map.
Yeah, no, that would be the major final intro right there.
Well, a chance for Gizmi to have a chat with the guys, and we've been hearing him get more and more vocal. He was getting very vocal on Inferno. Felt like a little bit of understandable frustration mixing into it. They couldn't get that T side going. They were getting beat up all around the map. Mongolz was taking away all their options.
And I mean, he's been getting a lot of praise, obviously, from the community. I think Maui's been calling him British Glaive, so he's been enjoying his calling, and unfortunate for him not to get anything going on that T side of Inferno, and so far nothing getting going here on the T side of Dust2. So first 2 rounds are going to be quite comfortable here for the Mongols. They're on the cleanup. And you know, the issue when we talked about Inferno there as well, it's the clean start to the half from Mongols on CT side. They just built up way too much money.
Yes.
Because the first gun run they won with 5 players staying alive, and at that point you're just climbing a mountain.
Yeah, their cash was at just an unstoppable level at a certain point for Monte. You'd have had to win like 3 or 4 in a row, and they couldn't even get 1. So this will be the first step to preventing that eventuality from coming to pass here on Dust2. Smoke for the mid-double doors for the cross from the CT side. 4 players on Monte going to head straight up short, but they're going to eat a nade for their troubles.
Got the catwalk control that you so often want on T-side Dust2, but they're not slowing down. Look at this. 9-10 is going to be on high alert. Going to have to react. His teammates are gone. It's got to be 9-10. Oh my goodness, what a great entry from Azuwu and Bimas.
Okay, Gizmi's even going to get 1 on the evacuation.
Okay.
Good find on a Techno. Well, you said job number 1, keep the economy from growing. It helps when you kill all of them in the very first gun round. And now you have 5 players alive. You can actually hunt this down. Like, you don't want to risk everything. You don't want to lose too much, but it is a 5-on-1. You know he's likely to be inside the B bomb site. Go put some pressure on him.
Cobrazera now spotted. Gizmi going to tap him away. All 5 players stay up from Monte. First bomb's in.
Okay, well
that has to be the beginning.
That'll put the Mongols defense on notice. Just a straight walk up short with the smoke, the defensive smoke that covers it. Excuse me, that probably wasn't defensive. But they get to run the whole route without anyone seeing them, and there was never any indication that hit was coming. They turn the corner. It's the long player to go down first because Techno's just having a little bit more of a shallow angle inside the bomb site. They just didn't expect the timing of it.
Yeah, low on utility here, Mongols, but they've got all the weapons they want, including the AWP, which Monte now know about. They don't have their own op to go up against him.
But I bet you they're hungry for a free op.
Try and take it out of 9-10's hands.
Break and nobody home. Blind shot. And with that, Monte will start making their move. Jumping up on the Xbox, dodging all the bullets. A little tail end one to the ankle of Afro. And that'll force the rotation from Blitz. Utility's an issue for the CT side. No kits as well.
Again, early cat control. Afro going to move forward. This time a trade coming in at least. Gizmi moves through middle, trying to be the playmaker for his team and activates into the fight against cobrazera, but loses it. Just over a minute left on the clock. Now Techno's turn to step forward. Oh, great reactions. Brilliant accuracy and an AK-47 picked up off the MP9 kill.
Oh man, this is a horrible way for this round to start closing out. Gizmi, I don't even mind the play. TheMongolz just getting caught on that push. Timing just not with him whatsoever, so they move up into the only safe position they have, which is short. And they'll see what they can do. Molotov to give, oh my god, give themselves time. One's gonna run through it, out towards long. Rainwaker's got that as well.
Oh, it's gotta be all Rainwaker. He's got himself the first couple, 22 HP, but the bomb is falling down.
You see him shake his head too.
It's like, oh, the chances now dwindle. Flashes, no smoke.
Oh, I think he would have, I think part of the reason why he's shaking his head, he would have used that smoke towards CT spawn if he had known exactly where the bomb was.
And
so
now
yeah,
he realizes he can't even go for it. That's so frustrating for Rainwaker. Hit some great shots there to keep it going.
Yeah, he definitely did.
910 gets back on that AWP, and that's Mongols back to winning ways.
Let's see, how does a bomb drop? Lovely from Afro. I don't even mind that activation, 1 for 1. That one was okay from Gizmi. This is unfortunate timing. And even with a lovely shot into the A bomb site, recovering a 2 versus 4 always going to be a difficult thing.
Well, we've been waiting for, right? We've got the back and forth starting, and it's not one team just like going out and taking a strong lead and having to come back into it. Now, Mongols could do that. That's still on the table, but Monte have a good buy at least here. They can try and answer back. You know, you've got Mongols money in a tough spot still. They don't have a lot of reserve cash. Azu quick out long, some speed in these calls from Monte.
Okay, so Afro gave up the angle watching middle to go throw a flashbang out towards long, so he missed 910 transitioning into lower tunnels. Never spotted it, so Rainwaker's got to be really cautious. That'll be information that he has that nobody was looking.
Yeah, 910 sharpening up his posture, getting ready to react.
And Mazinho sees the middle of the map wide the hell open. Bomb has moved into the upper tunnels as well. Gizmi rotating back from long A. They've got Azu in position to throw a little bit of a fake, a smoke for the cross. This leaves cobrazera alone defending the B bomb site.
910 starts to peel away. A minute on the clock. Azu trying to show some pressure towards long, shooting through the smokes, throwing utility up, but it's all about this B hit. It has drifted cobrazera away. 910 under pressure, alone. Just the first shot, tries to get back to the second, can't connect it. And now Monte moving in.
Oh, that Afro flash negated him perfectly. Cobra's going to be forced into a play, peeking for the headshot angle. Teammates gone down, desperately trying to find an equalizing kill. They need one more to make this retake doable. They hide into the smoke.
Oh, they've actually moved forward here. Mongols taking a risk inside of the smoke, but Zinho's got the kill. Rainwaker watching, not spotting, not taking a kill until now. The headshot's in over the top. Blitz runs forward. There's a second. Blitz unleashes with a hero play. And Azu, who was over at long trying to fake it out and pull the rotations, is now into the clutch alone. He's got some time to work with. He's got Zinho low. But now he's been spotted. 10 seconds. You have to go for glory. You have to go for the kills. Azubu out into the open, and he just can't take down Blitz. What a round out of Blitz, and the Mongols steal it away.
Yeah, the lurk inside the smoke is crazy. Okay, Gizmi starting to have a tough time trying to work this one together. Now entering into the third map with elimination in the back of your mind as well. You just had a brutal Inferno game, and you're trying to piece this offense together for your team and get them in a winning position. Did a good job here, just Mongols make the better play. 2 inside the smoke, making moves. You're looking elsewhere, you're looking for the next, and someone pops out of the smoke with the SMG. Perfectly done from Blitz. Back to what worked in the first round, which is streaming up short, streaming up catwalk. This time, though, no rifles, just pistols. 1 AK-47 on Rainwaker is the only weapon they have to open this up, and he has to challenge.
And Blitz sending the grenade up into short. Look at that heavy damage done towards Bumas, Afro, and Gizmi. Zinho cleaning up the rifle, moving out. And there's absolutely no hope in this round. Rainwaker's 8K, going to be the last remaining weapon, and even he can't do anything. So that's 3 out of Zinho, 5 for the Mongols, and that back and forth we were talking about being a possibility. Well, it's gone. It's Mongols taking control of the early game and piling the pressure on Monte.
Yeah, now it feels more like that situation that we discussed, where it was that Mongols from the second half of Inferno just comes into this third map right out of the gate. You know, we're seeing that it's maybe it is starting to look like a slow start for them in this series, dropping that first map, having a tough time getting ran over. But now that everyone's here, everyone's woken up, you're starting to see some sharp shooting. Blitz making really good, impactful plays. 910's op doing work. Mazinho with some beautiful shots, the triple kill on the pistol. Now he gets a good sequence and multi-kill here in this previous round as they try and stream into the A bomb site. Everyone playing well for the Mongols.
Guys, let's try connect pieces a bit better, okay? Like I'm like, common, we're gonna go mid B, and like just no one's reacting to anything. There's also goes for everyone on the map, like everyone, okay? So let's try connect.
I heard he wanted the Inferno. He said nobody plays sticky. Is, you know, move, do things, get around the map, and I think that's what he's referencing here. Is just nobody reacting to anything, nobody being proactive about the situation they're in. Maybe frozen a little bit by the intensity of the consequences of a loss.
Well, pressure's only going to increase the more and more Mongols pile on this pressure. You're 5-1 up already. This could be your last map at the Major if you're Monte. You don't want to go out on a whimper.
Trying to follow in the footsteps of Thomas and into the breach. That Cinderella run from another UK in-game leader with an international roster.
Prime into the breach.
Prime into the breach, excuse me.
Well, here they come, ready to try and break through. Monte going for the B hit. Cobra saving his teammate there. Techno's going to be finished off anyway. Pumas gets both.
Okay, well, if you don't cross on this smoke and get over there with some quickness, you might just call for a save here. There's money left in Mongols, and they don't want to risk it 3 versus 4 to get back into this B bomb site. They'll come investigate, see if a mistake is made, see if Monte offer them up any freebies. They do have 2 kits, they do have some utility to spend, but Monte and really strong. They're going.
Oh my god, they just go through the fire. It's a crazy play, and it hasn't worked this time. And they won't actually save anything.
Those are the kind of rounds I think that make Mongols feel like they've been so up and down. That's a save, I think, 9 out of 10 times for most teams.
I like what you did there. 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That was most definitely planned. Timeout for Mongols as they talk things over. But yeah, with that kind of, I mean, taking that sort of a risk in the 3 versus 4, you're saying, you know, we caught him off guard in the previous retake, let's go for it again, but you lose so much. You even lose the op at the end of the day, so rebuying here, nobody has money any longer for the Mongols. That decision to go for the retake has put them at the breaking point in terms of their economy. And if you're Monte, that decision to go for the retake has opened the door for you to get this game and this map back to being close, to make it a back and forth affair. Lovely job from Vimas with the 2 opening kills. Contested situation, difficult situation, he finds them.
Well, he was pleading with his team to connect, to get together, and hit the B bomb site.
Yeah,
all of them just coming through.
No one has to be coordinated when you call for that kind of a hit at the B bomb site. Just a massive number of bodies. Good shot from Afro. Blitz tries to make the run. Picked off in a rare 5-on-4 in this 3rd map for Monte. Oh, make it a 5-on-3.
And yeah, look at 910 flying back at his chair. The money's on the line here for the Mongols as well. Monte can fight their way into the start of this half. You've got Cobra getting aggressive. Brainwaker in the corner. It's just so easy for Monte in this round. Techno trying to be a little bit of a threat at least. He'll pull 1 kill back. But you've got all the time in the world and a 4v2 to make happen.
Yeah, but don't do this. Don't do this.
No. Gizmi's out alone. Mzinho holds the trigger. Holds the trigger.
Well, they're all coming back, so the longer he waits...
Oh, here's the steps. No. This is awkward now for Mzinho. He's going to let Gizmi go. Mzinho turns around. There's the kill. Oh, Gizmi's able to get back to it. And Mzinho, it's a nice try. It's the only move he had, but Gizmi makes it awkward going ahead of his teammates. He wanted more. He goes for glory. Now Techno is going to be mollied away back into CT spawn.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and be super critical on that. Just, you know, there's a couple different ways he could have played it. He takes the kill. They probably don't come long. You force him elsewhere, and then you can still play the round in a 2-on-3, which is recoverable.
But either way,
I think with
it's a tough scenario.
Sensing them coming back, the other decision is maybe to tuck into blue box and just get into a really sneaky position. It's hard to piece that together when his mind is saying, we're in a 2-on-4 and I need to go for the win here. Could have been so cool.
Yeah, he was right there. He
really
had that
cool.
opportunity right there. Those are the kind of moments that are going to be frustrating. You know you've got yourself into a good spot, but you know, getting back to the blue bin would have been impossible than Mzinho said, because he hears the steps are probably already in the long house. They'll see me going back, and he's got nowhere really to hide. He's just in an awkward scenario there.
Crazy shooting this round. Look at this shot from Azuwu. He gets in that last one as well, just that quick. No chance for 910 to even react or pull the trigger. Brainwaker hits this banger just as Cobra turns the corner.
Yeah, that is a super frustrating round for Mzinho, knowing that you've got one free one right in front of you So many ways he wanted to play that, and obviously went the complete wrong direction. But
yeah, I think he's being a little bit harsh on himself, though, right? Like, that's a tough situation to pick the perfect play. And I think, if anything, you should be frustrated about the last round going for the 3-on-4 retake, because that's what sets you up to be in this situation where you have 4 USPs and a 5-7.
yeah, I just don't like that last round at all. The retake attempt is just too much for Mongols. It has cost them their economy here, and it's cost them such a strong lead. Let Monte settle into the game now.
And bring it right back, 5-4. Lead is cut to 1. And you've got Monte now stringing rounds together, 3 in a row. Starting to build up to some of that confidence. We were listening, we heard Kakafu, we mentioned it earlier, we heard his little speech before they sat down to take their seats, and as you alluded to, just saying this is our best map. We should be supremely confident here. This is exactly the opportunity they wanted. Now delivering on it. Let's see if they can tie it up. Round 10.
Managed to get 2 players across into the B bomb site here without taking a casualty to that AWP. Got Cobra.
They're just going to walk out mid. Gizmy's really simplified this T side. After all the timeouts that we've heard, it makes sense.
I want to try and get everybody on the same page. Look at this from Rainwaker. It's a risk. A real risk walking through that smoke. I see him setting it up with that lurk smoke he throws out, and Cobra was just in a good position to deal with it. Mzinho unleashing out long, aggressive. Gizmy caught.
You have to move up short now. This is the only play you have. You have to do it quickly. Smoke is there. Afro's going to force his way with the flashbang. 9-10's at rail and back towards T-spawn. Mzinho grabs another.
Yeah.
And that's the bomb dropped on short. So even if they get these kills, they have to go back and pick up the bomb. But these are going to be hard to find.
Yeah,
and 9-10 won't let you get away with it.
Yeah, 9-10's cleaning them up. Low HP as well. It's just to shut down. Azua's going to get the headshot, but as you mentioned, has to go back and get that bomb. And Mongol's going to be so aware of that, so they've just swarmed it.
I like that from Mzinho. It's a perfect play to make, aggressively pushing out long. Again, I just mentioned it's really simplified tactics. A lot of these past 3-4 rounds have just been called out of spawn. Gizmy's taken complete control of this offense and just saying, I'm not going to micro anyone, but I'm having a tough time putting faith in your decision, so I'm going to call this mid to B split out of spawn, this B attack out of spawn, and Mzinho just senses it, takes the risk for the push, wraps all the way around. Lovely little sequence from Mzinho. So Azuwu not going to be able to find any extra kills, looking in the wrong direction. Mongols re-extend the lead up to 2 and a timeout from Monte, their second of this half. With 2 rounds remaining before they switch sides on Dust2. We'll see what Gizmy decides to call from here. If Kakafu, he's being very vocal at the moment. Maybe he's chiming in with some tactics. Stressful situation for both teams, stressful moments for players on both sides. The Mongols with the greater experience. But Monte's given him a real test here. Afro's going to have his AWP, 4 AK-47s. 9-10 has his AWP and 4 rifles around it. And whoever was to lose this round, the last round of the half, they'll have a very labored economy for whatever they can scrape together. So big advantage to the winner here. A good swing round right at the tail end of the opening half of this third map.
This is a good start from Xenia. Pumas toppled. Aggression from cobrazera in this round, you're going to give it right back.
Ill-advised in the 5-on-4, yeah, but he's going to go for it.
Right back. Yeah, look at the anger. He's the only B player as well. It's a crazy move.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to force the issue into the B bomb site yet. Oh, very close. And Techno's right behind Xbox as well. They're set up for a trap in middle.
Flashes through. Some Xenia dead. This was a 5v4.
Techno. Oh my god!
He's gone aggressive as well, and Afro just reacts. Oh, this is disastrous from the Mongols. They have played this very poorly.
They have to be, I mean, he had to have just had a jump scare.
It's just like, whoop, all of a sudden there's a player
There's
right
just someone on his
face.
screen, face right in the crosshair. Blitz gonna move and get aggressive. He's been spotted though. Can hear the call out inside the studio, so Afro hops on up, grabs one more. It's Mongols in the last round who are gonna have the handicap of the weapons and the economy. Gizmy clearing out the A bomb site. He'll bring the bomb over immediately.
Slowly trying to track him there, but 910 now spotted. 5th round from Monte. 910 ain't saving this. Running at him, putting the pressure on. He'll get one, but Gizmy hunts him down. Everything taken away. The Mongols are not playing like the super experienced squad right now.
No, that's the thing. I think that's what's kind of always held them away from that potential, is there's just certain moments where it feels like not making the higher percentage play, and it doesn't feel like they've improved on that quality throughout 2026. Seen a couple plays here that have your head scratching your head. That's put them in a really rough spot down the stretch. But still with 6 rounds on the board. Afro's going to make an aggressive run.
Well, starting 3B here for the Mongols. 1 long, 1 short. Which does leave a huge opening of middle to Monte, and they're going to move forward with it. Going to smoke out that CT cross. Zulu gets himself into the cubby. Beyond the doors, a little second just to reset. Adjust the jersey. Gets his hands back in the mouse and keyboard. Bumet's going to come and join him. This is for Monte to tie the game up. They've got all the weapons that they want. They've got Gizmy diving down through CT spawn. Great setup. And looking like it's going to be a fantastic finish to the half. Monte have figured it out. Blitz trying to do some heavy lifting. Just the 1 kill from window. And they go into the B-bomb site. Plants is going to be through. 910 not arriving in time.
Yeah, he's got 0 chance of this. Even going to just get... Nope, no he's not. Jumps into the fight, takes down a Zulu, but more flashes, more utility dumping into his face. He's got Afro flanking him out on short, who's going to drop down at any moment. Another Molotov, another smoke. Funnily enough, that might just take away Afro's vision away, give 910 a better chance of scaling up to the bomb site for a 1v2.
Well, he's going for it, but eventually caught by Afro. Great recovery to this T side coming out of Monte. Mongols making some mysterious moves, and it might just cost them the run here in Cologne.
the champion, king champion. We are the champion, crown #1.
On his own, but look at the time! Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to go the bomb! They're trying to go pyramid, but there's no more play! Stewie's won the round! We go to overtime!
One of these two teams is going to be eliminated at the end of this half of play. We enter the second half of Dust2. We got everything we could possibly want. Players on both sides delivering in big moments. It's been a back and forth affair, tied up at 6 between the Mongols and Monte. And this next half is for elimination or survival at the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major. And we're going to get live into the pistol round right out of the gate.
Mongols having to come back on T side. A wasted good start from Mongols. They could have piled on the pressure of the more inexperienced squad, but it was Mongols making most of the mistakes. And it might just cost them their run at the Major.
I do love the recovery out of Monte. I love the calling out of Gizmi. Good on him for finding the solution to a team that seemed to have lead feet, not able to kind of put anything together. Took over the calling in that second half, out of spawn, straight up tactics, and got his team back to a tie game. Playing mid in this pistol round. 2 defenders at the A-bomb site, 2 at B.
Yeah, they're going to cross up here. Cobra has been spotted. Gizmi trying to challenge him, but the bomb is going to be moving out long. Gizmi taking the heavy damage. Heavy licks, drops back into a CT spawn instead. Afro now going to be looking for the long fight. It's going to be Blitz coming out first with that bomb on his back. Afro needing to stop them, trying to slow them, but not getting anything just yet.
Oh, this is tough. Your player inside the bomb site is well exposed and picked off now. Exactly. Such a hard defense to make work. They get 2 quick kills. Afro needs another. He's going to go down regardless. And Azu has arrived.
Yeah, the rotation is arriving, but they're held back at CT behind the smokes. And short as well. Rainwaker, does he take the risk?
It's fading soon.
Yeah, well, Azu is certainly going to take the risk moving through the smoke, but he loses his life to 910. So it's all on Rainwaker.
9 bullets.
1v2. Here's the steps of 910, tracking him back to the ramp. Crosshair on the right. Okay, that's the goosh, not the kill. So unfortunate. Blitz still standing on 7 HP. Moving in, Rainwaker doing the damage, but taking more on top, and it's Blitz who just about survives that reaction shot from Rainwaker, and Mongols take the lead with a pistol round win.
Such a nice reaction shot from Rainwaker that I can't believe we didn't just give it to him. I can't believe you get the gush, you snap onto his dome, it's just through the smallest pixel of the box. Great pistol round. Gizmi getting gushed is really, really hard to work with, but I mean, I think on some level, Afro, you probably need 2 players out at long on that if you're going to run that kind of a pistol round. That's so hard to hold off all on your own. And it's so hard to protect your teammate as well, all on your own. M4 for Rainwaker, and he gives it right up. He didn't think they were going to be scaling this fast, but they were there way, way quicker than he expected.
Really unfortunate for Monte to lose the most important weapon. Just like that for free, and now you're going to see Mongols start to move into that B site. Also the mid push is coming through as well. Afro doing what he can. That'll be the one towards Techno, but Blitz to respond instantly in this round. Not going to be going in the direction of Monte at all. It'll be 8-6, 2 rounds in the lead now for Mongols.
Tell you what, too, a little bit unfortunate for Monte. A lot unfortunate. This is the 3rd map and deciding map of the series. Every other map they've split the pistol rounds, but here on Dust2, Mongols take both. So they've got the chance at 2 hot starts in each half. Gonna be tough for Monte to overcome. Won't see a buy in the next round. Everyone spent very low on the Monte side, so another save, and Mongols will get that chance to not only build the lead, but build the money beneath them. And remember how the last map went, just right out of the gate. I mean, right out of the gate in the second half, Mongols took control and didn't drop a single round into a map victory. Monte not really in the mood to relive that at this point, especially being sent home after all of it after the fact. So round 15, You have the 5-7 on Bimas, a 5-7 on Azuwu. Nothing else for the team to play with. A little bit of nades, a little bit of utility to try and set something up.
There's Techno. Gonna be out long.
There's the flash.
Sending them forward. Bimas tries, but can't succeed in the engagement against Techno.
Yeah, nice attempt. The fight was there. Second player playing anti-flash very, very well. Mazinho brought down to 60 HP.
All right, well, Mongols have got a smooth start to the second half. It wasn't enough down the stretch in the first half. Monte did play themselves back into it. I mean, for me in the second half, I really am just looking at Afro. Can you do what you did yesterday? Can you get any of that form even close to it? And what you displayed against the Falcons.
It's probably fair, even just from the perspective of the AWP is the weapon that feels like it can have the most immediate impact as soon as you bring it out, right? Like you get an AWPer just going for a pick early on in the fourth gun round, make things a little bit easier for you. And the top performing player for the Monte on stage in stage 3 is Afro, so that's yeah, you're gonna want to lean into that. Good kill from Azuwu down the stretch, not gonna save that AK-47. Mongols gonna make sure you don't get away with that.
And Blitz will finish off the round. So 4-player step from Mongols, building a good amount of money. Got plenty of cash for another buy, even if they are to lose this one.
Yeah, Afro's going to have that AWP dropped over to him and pass an M4 back the other direction. And they need to get started quickly. Mongols is going to be at double digits if they can't get a win here. AWP on Afro, they've got the kit on Afro as well. The only one available to the CT side, so keep an eye on some retakes.
If Mongols win this, it's very likely to actually push forward to 11-round win. So desperately needing this one, Monte.
Double push towards short for the CT side. Afro boosted up with the AWP in towards lower. Only presence there is going to be cobrazera, and he's turning the corner as we speak, but doesn't want to mess with it too much. So a conservative opening for the Mongols. Very slow to start.
Smoke will continue to block the vision down lower. That allows the Mongols to get cobrazera further forward towards the Xbox, and he'll layer some fire up short just to make sure no one is standing in that spot as the rest of his teammates scale forward.
Gizmi going to be the initial defender, forced away by the flames. Good nade though in return. 54 HP on cobrazera, 51 on Mazinho. That nade does its job. Afro just swinging between long and the A bomb site with his AWP. Mongols is coming right back for a set piece up against him. He's got a Molotov to delay and keep some space for himself if they do execute. It's Gizmi who's going to be under pressure to make the correct decision. Is this a mid to B split or an A exec?
Techno and Mazinho, here they come, right through the smoke. Gizmi's got both. That is a massive start to the round from Gizmi. It's got to be a reaction now from Mongols. They try and get up through short. Afro's holding, watching that cross, but Blitz has got the kill on Bimas. The pressure now, and Afro moves into the site, but the kills have come back, and Mongols still in this fight. 20 seconds left. Gizmi messes up the movement as he tries to jump up on the box, and cobrazera will punish that. Azuwu and Rainwalker now left alone. 2v3 and an all-important round here from Monte.
We don't see the Blitz kill come in, but again, that pinch towards the A bomb site is brutal. Blitz spots one out towards long, but that's not a fight you need to take. Taking that fight and losing it is the only way they get back in, so it's time to save for Monte.
Yeah, no kits. No kits for this. And Rainwalker had no utility. You could also go down here. You've got a little bit of extra money if you're Mongols. Blitz is going on the stroll down the steps, and he won't go all the way. So they start to back off. Rainmaker needs to get out of that soon enough, and he's going to start backing off now. Just edges his way out of CT spawn. But that is a great turnaround from Mongols. That's a 3v5 they've just won back.
Yeah, that it's Monte, I think, not recognizing the situation after these two kills. We didn't really see this one right here. Okay, so Bimas is just shifting back. Like, you don't need to fall back to the A bomb site. That, I think, is the lack of faith in your AWPer to be able to hold on to that bomb site, trying to give him a little bit of support, maybe thinking it's still going to be a commitment to the B bomb site and getting a jump on the rotation, but 5-on-3, stay in your position, hold your spot so that Afro can make the correct play, but once Bimas goes down at long, there's nothing he can do.
Well, these two players stay upright, so you get that save, you get that extra money, you can throw those weapons over and get together a good buy. But you can see the frustration of Afro slapping the desk because they know how hard they fought to get to this point of the tournament. And they have an opportunity here on Dust2, but they're feeling it slip. Afro. Oh, goes aggressive. It's a risk, but it's paid off. Blitz has actually walked in towards him. Flash to activate the next peak. Gizmi going forward. Oh, nearly catching cobrazera. He's still going. Gizmi next fight up. Techno comes around, and Gizmi's got that too. 1 HP for Gizmi, but he survives. And he gives, again, the advantage. It's a 2-man advantage now for Monte. A 5v3. They lost this in the last round. You can't let it happen again.
No, they're in better positions now. And you could see even doubling up out towards long. It's going to be BMOS and Afro both pushing to take control. Flash from Gizmi. So activates, and they see that it's clear. Middle of the map is the biggest problem.
Rainwaker just at that window. Will you overextend? Will you give 9-10 even a glimpse into the round?
Miss smoke over towards the A-bomb site, however. That's a really ugly miss smoke. Way, way off. 42 seconds for Mongols to try and piece this together. It is a 5-on-3, but Gizmi can die so quickly. 1 Molotov, 1 grenade into the bomb site, and he's gone.
Okay. They're going to use it. Gizmi realizes he just can't stand. He has to go forward. He has to take a risk. He has to get aggressive. And with his 1 HP, he forces out 1 extra kill. BMOS has got long. Afro tucked down. 9-10 takes him away, but it's a clutch, and he's taking damage. 13 HP left. Utility flies towards him. He singes on the fire, and BMOS finishes him off from long. So that'll be a nice round recovered again from Monte. It's a great start to it. Gizmi doing so much right now.
Yeah, he's having one hell of a series. You know, nothing crazy in terms of the statistics. He's had some very impactful rounds and frags. He's called some great games, some great T-sides. Doing a very good job keeping Monte in this fight. They're going to get up to 7, just 3 rounds back now, but another buy coming in for the Mongols. They're flush with cash. Again, 9-10 at 11,000. cobrazera at 9,000. They got so much money. Lovely play behind the flames. Blitz would never expect that kind of a peak, never expected the gap to be there for that kind of safety. And we're going to get a timeout, this called by Mongols, to talk things over before this lead really starts slipping away. So Mar and Blitz trying to figure out how they want to future-proof this 10-7 lead that they're nursing. Plenty of money built up for them. The AWP is going to be back in the hands of Afro in the next round. 9-10 has his also. Final thoughts and considerations of how you want to handle this, how you want to play this. Mongols haven't been too quick in this map. A little bit more slower pace, a little bit more map control. Let's see if they change things up. Round 18. Wanting to stall out any catwalk play with the Molotov so they'd be in the open forever.
Oh.
Smoke break, but he's got one at the doors regardless.
Blitz is making these moves all game long, trying to be so cheeky with it, but Rainwaker and Azulu laying down the bullets. And Mongols don't have money. Monte are back in this game again. This is insane. 10-8 and a free round coming up soon. They've still got enough because 9-10 had extra cash. So at least your buy is somewhat okay, thanks to a couple of players having extra cash, but it's definitely looking weak.
Hey boys, let's fucking go.
Yeah, we're back. Let's go.
Honestly, we lost 1 fucking Fugas round, like, but oh my god, we're so much better than them, like, really. Let's go.
All right, well, flush with confidence now. Now Gizmi trying to get everyone in the mood. Everyone's already there. Now you just got to figure out how to ride with it. That round was on a knife's edge. That peek from the upper B tunnels comes in when that defense is just transitioning to set up that stack. It gets in place like a quarter of a second in time.
Yeah, well, Mongols didn't have enough money to get a full buyout here, but they still got 2 AK-47s, an AWP, Tech 9s, but you win this round if you're Monte. And you put Mongols in the bin.
Yeah, great chance for them to tie things up. And they can sense it too. We heard from the comms. They're starting to feel like they're getting control back in their favor. Like they're the ones playing with comfort and confidence rather than the Mongols. Gizmi's been pretty mobile on the map on this CT side, as we know. In this position, you have to move your attention between about 3 or 4 different positions. Jumping up towards Xbox, it's BMOS to defend Afro's AWP out at long. There's no long portion to this attack if Mongols continue moving forward. It's just all 5 players barreling off catwalk. But long has been such an issue for this Monte defense that I think Afro's just got to hold his nerve and stay. Here it comes.
All the utility compiling in towards this A side. The right quick call from Mongols. Mzinho dead first. Good trade from cobrazera. Afro is waiting. Flashes landing towards his face, not even checking towards Long. Not even thinking about it. He's blind.
Yeah, it's crazy, actually.
He hasn't looked even once towards the long side. He is fully committed to this attack coming in from short. Gives me now arrives. There's two players right there. cobrazera with a shot right back, but again, it's Afro. Afro into the feed, and that bomb is not planted. There's only 10 seconds left. You have to plant it now. You have to go for it, and 910 is the only player that can do anything about this, and he's stopped by Afro. From Long, the AWPer rings out. It's 2, and it's another round from Monte. They are truly, truly doing this.
Yeah, bringing it right back. 3 in a row now for Monte as this losing bonus climbs for the Mongols. Very nice stop. Good job from Bimas. Not letting them turn the corner, taking a kill. Gizmi jumping up on the box, delaying things, and then Afro's able to chime in. Just lovely work, but as you've touched on, and as I was mentioning too, Afro never even had to consider Long. No presence there from the Mongols this time. No lurk to alleviate that pressure of the defense. Makes it a much, much easier time for Afro and Bimas to defend. They were caught twice by that split, but not this one. Smoke on Xbox. They want to crack it open quick. See if anyone's going for a fast pace up cat. That's not happening. With the 3-round losing bonus and the bomb plant, Mongols do force a buy out. 2 AKs, a Galil, a MAC-10, and a Tech-9. Not willing to relinquish this. And it's a long play again. Flashbang missed. Blitz can't be pleased about that one. He wanted to make a move out double doors to clear close. That's no longer going to happen. Afro playing at car. Bimas tucked into the corner. So Afro can respond quickly. But will Mongols give any indication this is coming, or are they just going to walk out long? There's another smoke for Afro for short as well.
Aggression from Gizmi, and he's down after 1. He looked like he was going to get a second. Bimas only manages 1 out long, so at least the Mongols staying in this fight. But under 30 seconds left, and they're coming at Afro. Once again, the French sniper needs to deliver, and he's done it. It's a kill on Techno. Azuwu smoked out. Afro keeps his head down. His teammate's running over, and Azuwu, he's running over the Mongols. It's 10-10. Monte have come back all the way and tied things up, and money is gone for the Mongols. They can only get pistols coming into this next round.
There you go, Monte. That's a lovely A defense. That's working out perfectly. Bimas goes 1 for 1 at long, but he gives the information over to Afro, who can get safely into the bomb site. You activate Gizmi aggressively through to take out 1 as well, and there's not enough players. Mongols has lost too many players in those kind of forward positions that nobody can really challenge into the bomb site. Afro gets free reign with the AWP. Perfectly done. And now Monte's rewarded. All that faith and confidence they've had in Dust2, they have taken control away from the Mongols. They're on a streak right now. 4 in a row. And Mongols feel the pressure.
Mongols playoff team at the last 3 majors. Top 8, Shanghai, Austin, and Budapest. But it could be Monte to eliminate them here in Cologne. Afro watching for the cross. Gonna heat things up for Techno. Been said that truly elite teams win these kind of rounds. Mongols on pistols.
Perfect setup, though. Perfect setup if you're Monte. Just got to be careful about the pop flash.
Zuu, his AK-47 razor sharp. cobrazera ripped away. Second kill as well from Afro. Immediately, the Mongols down to 3 players. 3v5, 40 seconds left. Grenades being held, ready to stop them. Coming up through short. The wall bang's there. The nade goes in. Split starts down into a CT, but Azu was ready for even that. 1 kill from 910. A bomb plant will come through. They haven't got their hands on better weapons. There's a nice shot. 910 might not need a better weapon. The Deagle's rung out. A 2v3. Can Mongols do this? Techno So low, but he's still alive! No, the Mongols are not doing this! Surely they're not doing this! 910's Deagle has been devastating, and it's doing it again! The damage on Afro, but it's all alone, and it has to be 910. This would be a special moment out of his Deagle, but Rainwaker makes sure that it will not be happening. The Mongols stood a chance, but it is the lead for Monte.
Yeah, Mongols need to have a real conversation here after that round win. They need to be really careful in those scenarios, because these retakes, sometimes they get away from each other. Everyone's making a play without a teammate on it. No one trading as they try and scale up rail. That Deagle just thinning people out one by one gave all the chances to the Mongols. In a final timeout, 10-11, Mara calls it. His Mongols need to settle down and dig deep here. His T-side has fallen flat. And it's much like the first half, right? The early run from the Mongols, and then Gizmi and Monte have figured it out. They've adapted, they've changed. Now it's much more passive over towards the A bomb site. Now they're not leaving long open. They're spreading out. Gizmi is much more dedicated to this A bomb site rather than moving around middle. Lovely shots from 910. Him and Techno almost able to create the miracle. It's Rainwaker to save the day, tapping away, standing his ground.
Yeah, with the pressure of that situation, Techno probably overstepping and going for that peak. Could have tucked in, but that's such a high pressure scenario. The adrenaline just flowing through. Suddenly the round is back on, but
one player crosses. They're going to do this stack up again towards lower.
Yeah, Afro's looking down into the lower tunnels, but is he going to catch this opening kill? Flashes up. Afro rings out the shot. You force the AWP away with a great piece of utility there, and to get the information.
Forces them to play more passively, so a little bit more room for the Mongols to operate in.
Oh, that is a good grenade. Cobra, half of his health. Now gone.
Zua's close up in middle.
Gizmi using the utility early.
Mongols want to force this back so they can open up the possibility of either an A execute or a mid to B split. Now that Gizmi has fallen away, that chance is going to be there. So his read on the situation is everything. You've done a good job defending this A bomb site, and this is where it gets a little bit dicey, where you can outthink yourself. Do you feel like they're going to commit to this one more time despite the fact that they've been struggling to win it, or do you think they're going to use it to fall into a mid to B split? And I like the decision from Monte here. The second B defender, Rainwaker, comes out to play up in middle. This allows Gizmi to stay dedicated to the A bomb site.
30 seconds. Big swing from Gizmi, but no kills him. Xenia opens things up, opens up the proceedings with an advantage, but 25 seconds is all you've got now. You have to try and get through. You still have a lot of defending players to get past, and Afro's AWP is in the feed. Rainwaker flanking, Blitz and Techno hold off, and Xenia's over the top. The Mongols now in a 3v1 that they shall not let slip. Bimas has no utility. The Mongols about to tie things up. Bimas gives it a go, but 910's now got the angle.
Yeah, and he's actually even boxed in now. This M4 is going to make it into the next round. Look at Blitz, he gets the kill. Lovely job. Double kill for Blitz. Mongols finally found a round. It took them 5 attempts. On their 6th, they grab it and stop this run from Monte, and it's their turn to call their final timeout. 11-11. We're going the distance in this elimination match.
Every round of regulation required. Years ago, Mongols used to be this team, this underdog that you were rooting for, that you were seeing if they could pull off the upset. Could they take down one of the top squads in the world to make a miracle run at the Major? Times have changed. Mongols are an experienced team, Major finalists 1 year ago in Austin. And the experience is definitely on their side for Monte. Major rookies in the squad. I mean, and a chance to knock out the Mongols, but it comes down to the wire.
I mean, this all comes down. These last 2 rounds is all of 2026. That's what you have to think about. All the grinding that Monte did in all of the events that they played in the Tier 2 events, the small lands, everything to grab a few VRS points. The sacrifice of your schedule and your time, it all comes down to rounds 23 and 24. Trying to take this 3rd map and avoid elimination.
And Afro getting aggressive, misses the shot, and he gets away, gets around that corner. It's a massive moment to stay alive in. Techno throws the utility, Gizmi getting aggressive. Monte bringing some confidence and some aggression into this all-important round.
This is so scary though. Afro's kind of trapped. He doesn't feel like he has the safety to make it out. Gizmi gave him a little bit of a peek early off short to take attention away. And Afro still hasn't moved. There goes Gizmi.
Good trade from Azuwu. keeps numbers even for now.
What's Afro gonna do?
How is he gonna get away? The smoke will protect him now, but you gotta think about backtracking or going for the hero move.
You're not seriously playing this fade, are you?
This is a crazy play from Afro. He is! He's playing the fade, and he's missed the shot! It's cost him! And now Rainwaker is the only player on this B-bomb site. If Mongols decide to finish there, the pressure will be on him. The Mongols have avoided B throughout this half, and it looks like it's going to happen again.
Well, remember, too, the captain is gone. Gizmi dead, so he's going to have to try and help this team orchestrate the defense. And the call is for this push out towards long, but it's a little bit late in the making. They're already up short into the A bomb site.
Hey, he's open.
Nobody's home, and oh, good kill from Azuwu. Much needed. 3-on-3. It's going to be a post plant. It's going to be a retake. They've got one single kit on Rainwaker.
Bimes, Azuwu, and Rainwaker to make history for Monte to try and get up to map point. 9-10, holding short. There's the kill. Bimes dead. Azuwu and Rainwaker, such a tough challenge ahead of them.
They want the money.
And
they want the
they're gonna
weapons.
back away.
Look at $800 on BMOS. They don't want to go for this and lose these weapons, so they have to concede. They want the strong buy in the next round. A chaotic round. Insanity in lower tunnels over in mid. With that aggressive piece out of Monte, you talked about Mongols being the more experienced team, and I think it's experience that wins the day there.
I might just win the whole damn series. Monte slip away, hanging on to the AWP, hanging on to the AK. Some extra cash in the bank. The last round of regulation will be a fight for overtime for Monte. Mongols about to break their hearts.
Man, you got to feel it's so hard. Afro could have fallen back a little bit earlier, I think. Gizmi was sticking around, I think, trying to be as supportive as possible to that mid piece of the strategy. Gives his life sticking around, trying to be there and trying to help his teammates evacuate. Final round. It all comes to this for Monte. Elimination or overtime.
And Blitz has got the opening kill on the cross. Rainwaker has to sit back in his chair and watch his 4 teammates try and keep them alive at the World Championship.
It's brutal shot from Blitz. It's not even 9-10.
Double AWP T side. And they're keeping it for now. Blitz expecting a play from Monte to come through long, but no one dare take a step forward for Monte. No one wants to be that player that guarantees their loss and elimination.
And I mean, it's a 5-on-4 right out of the gate. So you have such a long time of saying the CTs at some point are going to have to make a move, are going to have to react.
And Gizmi, what a beast he's been at this tournament. They need him to step up again. Trying to spam away the players coming through the door, but Cobra will rest his case. He'll drop back and play towards lower tunnels. And all half long has been towards the A site. Is this the round where Mongols call a B hit, knowing that they've taken down Rainwaker?
It looks like it. Bombs traversing into upper tunnels now, but you might be able to read this if you're Rainwaker. I don't think they've thrown that Molotov too frequently. That might be a nice signal that they're starting to slide over here and want to start flushing some players out of tough positions.
Azuwu and Gizmi to defend.
A defenders are locked in position. They have not budged. They have not considered moving just yet.
It falls on the Brits to deliver, to step up and be a bastion of hope for their teams. Azuwu with the AK into the open, lots of damage, but it's Gizmi going big or going home, and he's got 2. Cobrazera gone, Gizmi looks the wrong way, and the Mongols through. It's gotta be Afro. It has to be Afro. Everything you've dreamt of, everything you've played for in this major comes down to this clutch. Retaking it against Techno and 9-10, and he switches to the AK. His teammates look on, almost hopeless. Afro through the window. Looking for them, but Mongols nowhere to be seen, and they will break Monte's hearts. They hide away. They shall not give this up. They shall not give in. The Mongols make it through to the final day of play, and it is heartbreaking for Monte. They will exit. And it's the Mongols who still have that chance to make another major playoffs. And you've got to give it to Monte. What a run in this major, but it's not meant to be.